gotta send it.
Oh.
Well, it's broadcasting, but remember, we can cut it up, so it don't really matter as long as we get things going. I gotta make sure I'm muted on my television set, and there we go.
Yeah.
All right, so boom,
Hmm.
it is there. Okay, all right. Boom, boom, boom. What the fuck? Why do I have Google
He
Lens?
has a
No, do I have Google
deep-seated
Lens?
pain.
What? I
Because
have what?
Google Lens is the shit. Sound
Okay, it
like you're
says.
just in pain for no reason.
Ah, it feels like I'm in pain. My whole neck hurts. I think that was my neck hurts from all that driving I had to do yesterday. Oh, that driving. So anyway,
Make sure you put in your mileage.
I already
Make sure you
did
put
that,
in your
sir.
mileage.
I already did that.
Uh,
I did put in my mileage.
yeah.
Let's double check and make sure I send this out to people. Let's see. Okay. Say
Oh,
something.
uh, appetizer.
What'd he say?
I said appetizer.
I think you said appetizer. I need y'all to
Bone.
talk for a few minutes because I want to hear what you guys sound like over the actual chat itself.
Oh,
Um,
I'm looking up this robotic voices bug that's going on. It
you
seems
got.
to be random, and the PlayStation will randomly choose when to fix it and when to not. I'm like, so I need to
Oh,
get on that.
oh. Well, with the thing I purchased, it got a voice changer thing on it, so we can sound like T-Pain if we wanted to. So, uh, I got 2 microphones, voice changer, and yeah, it's a neat little setup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, uh, what did he do? He muted himself? Yeah, he muted himself. Ain't that something?
Yeah, he did.
Muted myself for 2 seconds so I can hear and it won't like do that vibration. You know that when it goes through and you hear everybody and their mama talking, multiple people talking, and all this other shit. I was
Well,
trying
you
to do.
okay?
I was trying to get
Fine,
it right.
T-Pain. Fine, T-Pain. Riovane, T-Pain.
Real pain.
Riovane. Hey, you want to make fun of Sanosuke? Guess what? Pow!
I should totally, Dominique. I need you to edit this shit, please, because I know this will be the first part you put in, just so you know how you always do your little TeaVirus video. You always put the
Oh, I
like
put the
little.
part in the
Well, you
beginning
put a
and
little in the beginning. Yeah, this will be the uh, to catch people's attention because yes, my attention is now caught.
Okay,
Fucking real
DRS.
pain, real pain.
real pain.
I sound like a venereal disease. Oh, you got real pain. Oh, gotta gotta take some pills to get rid of that. Anyway,
Hey, you
no
came with the robot voice. Just saying.
robot voice.
Yeah, I'm just
So
saying. Sound like Phil
hold on.
Jr.
Before we start, let me power mine off again.
You gonna try to give it another shot?
I'm gonna do a full power off and then cut it back on.
All right, we waiting on you. I
And
mean,
if it don't work, then we'll just rock with it.
nah,
My thing is, as long as it's fine for you, that's what
it's.
matters because that's what
Here's the
everybody's gonna
thing.
hear.
Here's the thing. I overheard it over the TV, and I overheard it over my phone, and it sounds okay. It sounds okay.
Mm.
But again, like I said, you want to give it a shot, then by all means, give it a shot, sir. I mean, I am down with that. Um,
All right, I'll be
let's
right
let,
back.
yeah, okay, all
All right.
right.
Also, I read something that says, all right,
Mhm.
Where's another news? There it is. Okay,
How was Norcross yesterday, by the way?
it was fantastic. It was fantastic. It was laid back. It was laid back, sir. I was happy with how chill it was because I
Huh?
did I did absolutely nothing except for work. Did the tickets. I walked around for a little
Mhm.
while. I made sure everybody
Mhm.
was alive and stuff, and
Were
I
people
kept it
there?
moving. No. That's why I loved it because
Okay. Just making sure.
yeah. Oh yeah, it
I'll
was
say,
good.
should nobody be there because it's blackout, but
Well, shit, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize
yeah.
that at all.
Not Yeah. During the holidays, it becomes a blackout season. I found that out last year, so yeah, I get it. So it should be back. What is today? Today is the 5th. It should be back starting on the 6th.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. And starting next week, freaking Digital Ocean and their BS is back. So,
oh yeah.
yay.
Man, so everybody and their mama is gonna be coming back.
Yay. Yeah, and then I gotta park down in the middle of the fuck building again.
Yep,
Yay.
a couple people must have logged on and is watching it. Well, we got a couple people in here. Of course, we're gonna edit the
Really?
hell out of this. Editorials. Well,
So what's the official name again? 06 Outpost,
Outpost,
podcast, or 406
Outpost
podcast?
406. I put Outpost 406 podcast, episode 1. I should put a little title pending. But you know how that shit goes. Yeah. So I am doing that. I am putting it on the Instagrams and the Facebooks. Good
Put it on
God.
the Instagrams and the Facebooks.
AKA I'm putting words.
Everywhere.
Words. Words.
Everywhere.
I'm putting words. I'm putting words. Words over.
Let's see.
There he is. Did he come back?
Oh, and he has
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Okay. All right. As long as he's putting in words. Words.
We're putting in words.
Words. Paste.
All right.
Oh, 3
I'm
people
ready.
are watching. All right. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay.
I'll put
See?
myself in
Now
there.
you see that stuff in the background? You hear that? Ah, words. Hey, I know that person. Who was that? Hey. Oh, see? Y'all got to mute yourself. Whoever got that, got to turn the volume down. Words. Words.
That wasn't me.
Uh-huh. No, it was the other guy. It was the other guy that's on here.
Oh, Sanosuke?
Yes. Sanosuke.
Hey,
Words.
I can't believe you.
look,
I can't believe you.
Look,
I can't believe
I'm
you
reading.
said Sanosuke, Greg. I'm like, Sanosuke? What?
Hey, I just wanted. I mean, shit,
mispronouncing my name.
man. Let me
Put
tell you
respect on
something.
my name, sir.
Here's the thing. Okay, Birdman. I will put respect. I will put respect on your name, but I need you to understand something about putting respect on your name, bruh. I realized that I mispronounce a lot of words. Like I'll say something. My one and only, she has a word that she says, and
You're who?
my one and only, my one and only. Yeah.
Wait. Back that up. Back that up.
We'll get into that later. That is a subject for another. Yeah, that's a subject for another day. Anyway, here's the deal. Here's the deal. So I'm just going to refer to her as my one and only, and leave it at that. She has a tendency to really? Did you just sing Always and Forever? She has a tendency to say a word, and she says it on purpose to get to me, and she knows it, and it's the word equivalent. Okay, she says equivalent, and she will say that on purpose. She will literally stop. She'll be like, and that is the equivalent of to what you. And I'm just like, now you're just getting on me because I corrected you that one time months ago about that word equivalent.
Yeah, that would cause me to do that shit too.
Yeah, so she's just like, why? Because she's like, well, it's the equivalent. I'm like, oh, and all I can do is smile because I think it's funny. It's really, really funny. Anyway, there are people watching. I think, yes, and we're here, and I know they're sitting up here. Words. Hey, I know who that is. Anyway, I unfortunately words playing Warframe over the stream. It'll be chopped up until we figure out what else that we're going to put over this, because I should have.
We're just not gonna be on screen yet because we're just some ugly individuals. Just
shit. Who you talking to? I am sexy as fuck, bro. I just ain't gonna do it. Not yet, at least.
Uh,
Until we get
Not
all the rest of
yet.
our
I'm just
shit.
saying
Yes.
too. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong, but look, I gotta look. I need a fade. I need a lineup. I need all that. You
This
know.
man.
Fuck that. I'm gonna hop on here chopped as fuck. It's like, was it? Did this man just escape off of a plantation?
Oh no! Oh no!
Just straight natural.
Just natural. Just be like, I don't give a damn. Okay. I mean, I got
All
respect
right,
for that.
Mr. T.
Okay.
Oh,
You pities?
all right, T. We
Do you
got
pity? Do you pity the fool? That's right, Dante. Hold your gun in the air and just look at it. If y'all saw it on screen, Dante just made his gun float and he just looked at it and went, "Yeah, that's it." Right when you said that.
Oh, good
Yeah,
Yeah,
old,
that's
that
good old Warframe.
boy, your boy
yeah.
Dante is.
Mm.
He's so stupid. I'm like, this character, he's just like mindlessly stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. So
ready when
start.
you gentlemen are.
Oh well, we've already technically started. It's kind of informal for right now,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
but
this ain't got to be nothing crazy. I
yeah,
just know that
but
we were going to do like introductions and all that
that's
stuff.
that's where my next mouthful of words that we're gonna go to is that right there.
Words.
Yeah, so I got to remember
Words.
timestamps when I listen to it and timestamp. Well, 3 people watching, good shit. So long story short, hey, welcome to the Outpost 406 podcast. Name pending. Episode 1. Uh, the Phantom bullshit.
Brought to you by BetterHelp.
Oh, hey, you better watch it. One of those guys got sued. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, really?
Wait,
It was
what
Honey.
happened?
It was
Take
Honey.
that back.
It was
I
Honey.
take that back.
Honey
Really?
got
Honey
sued.
prompted it?
Honey is
Seriously?
being sued because you found out that when you install the Honey app onto your browser,
Are you
it was
kidding me?
actually taking your information and
Uh-huh.
distributing it where it wasn't supposed to go.
That's different. I said BetterHelp, for your mental health.
I know,
Yeah,
but
I'm just
hey,
hitting on that.
yeah, we're gonna give you better
we're
help
gonna-
just by listening to us. But no,
Hopefully.
so yeah, essentially that's what happened, bro. So the Honey app is persona non grata at this point. Like people are really pissed about everything that happened with that app. And I mean, you got to remember there was a lot of YouTubers at one point in time who were sitting there listening and using
Right.
that app. They were shilling for this shit.
Wow.
And now they're like,
Wow.
wait a minute. This is we found out years later that it's actually stealing. Yeah. So but no, what I was going to do was lean towards introductions. Since I'm sitting up here talking, hey, my name is Riovane. I am an old head of a gamer, and I play a little bit of everything. Like currently, you're watching me play Warframe, but we'll get into that. That was the next subject of what we were going to get into. What we're currently playing, playing Warframe, Persona 3 Reload, Helldivers 2, a couple of other games, a couple of other titles, and I will hand it over to my co-host, Mr. TeaVirus himself, and Mr. Sanosuke. See, I said it right that time. Thank you.
He says he
Thank
said
you.
it right, but okay.
I did say it right. Thank you.
At least he was mistaken. It was still weird when he said it. I'm like, Sanosuke.
Yeah, I said no.
I'm like, don't he mean Sanosuke, not Sanosuke? Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll go next.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
my
man.
name is TeaVirus. I just kind of just like how the name sounded because I had a name and it was kind of being used, and I was trying to get into, streaming, trying to make a, like trying to make a brand and stuff like that. And
Right.
I was like, well, the name I was using is completely taken, and I'm like, all right, so I don't want it to cause any issues. TeaVirus always sounded cool, except, instead of just a T dash, just TEA. So,
Yeah.
and then there's a lot of word plays I can do with it, so that's actually pretty cool. Are we holding off on the games, or we just doing?
Oh yeah, you
can
can still put a couple in there because we still got to talk about games. We're still going to go in depth onto it.
Kind of playing. I've been playing a lot of indie horror stuff, just recording it.
Right.
playing like 1 or 2 games, but I'll go into depth with that later.
All right. And next on the list, a man's name who I mispronounce all the damn time. Anyway, what are you doing? Who are you?
Good. Oh, that. Yes. Okay. Due to the whole thing, I want and basically pressured Mr. Real main man Riovane to do this podcast because I said,
That was
hey,
wordplay.
this is something. Yeah, exactly.
That was wordplay. Anyway.
I tried. This whole thing, I just, felt that it was time to, time to talk, time to get a lot of stuff out, not just games and popular culture stuff, but we're avoiding politics like the plague.
Anyway.
We're avoiding like the plague. No woke shit on this channel. I'm sorry.
Wow. You went there, sir. You went there. Anyway, continue. Yeah.
You want me to real or fake? I'm saying if you can be fake, I'll be fake. But
ain't no fakeness to it, bro.
But it's all fun and games here. Again, my name is Sanosuke. I chose it because I'm not the main character, but I'm the character that has your back at all times. Don't get sweet on me now, please. No,
I'm not. I refuse.
Currently, the games I'm playing, I tend to play by myself if I'm not playing with you guys. Currently playing Breaker 4. I'm a big Gundam fan. Marvel Rivals is on the list. It's a great multiplayer. Takes you back to the old Overwatch days. But, I like fighters too, even though I get my ass whipped. But, it is what it is.
Respect.
And that's about it.
Respect. So, since we got introductions and everything out of the way, like I stated earlier, what we're currently playing, I got questions. I got so many questions, especially for my co-host here. Number one, why in the hell are you still playing Diablo 4? TeaVirus. Please convince me on why Diablo 4 should. Why would I give it a chance?
I'm not going to convince you because I haven't touched that game in like 2-3 months, maybe.
Okay, well,
I wouldn't say 2-3 months.
Okay,
I would say like 2 months.
Okay. Well, my question: you said that it's gotten better, correct?
It's gotten infinitely better.
Okay.
But for me, it's one of those. I can't really. It's one of those games. It's hard for me to enjoy it just playing by myself. There's a lot of stuff to it. A lot of stuff to do. But if I'm not playing with like people I know, then I don't really have much of an interest in it. Like, so I'm not going to convince you for anything.
Right.
It's like I said, it's a lot better than it was.
So the game cleaned itself up. In other words.
Yes.
I mean, because I remember way back when we played Diablo 3, and I remember you were a fan, and you said straight up, you were like, I like Diablo 3, but they need to fix a lot of things, and lo and behold, they ended up actually fixing quite a few things, which I thought was really cool. That was my biggest thing, was how were they able to fix, especially what was it, the auction house issues and stuff like that. And they did, and they made an enjoyable and lovable game out of it, which is what I was a fan of. And now you're telling me, because here's the thing, Diablo 4 to me was enjoyable. I had fun when it first was released. Then I started playing it some more, and I realized this is bland as hell. I can't go back and touch it no more. What's my next course of action? Where do I go from here? And I had no idea, and I had to stop. I had to, play something else to catch my attention. And I remember you kept going back, giving it a shot, trying it over and over, and lo and behold, it got better. I know you said it plays.
Yeah, it plays better. They finally realized that in a game where, no one, balancing for PvP don't fucking matter, because ain't nobody gonna play PvP on that game.
No.
Just buff all the classes. Classes have all kinds of there's probably about 4 or 5 really good classes for each.
Right.
But it shouldn't have happened because they should have learned. This is a lesson that they learned, in Diablo 3.
Yeah.
So that was my big thing. They just shouldn't have. Why are you going through the same issue? And it's kind of too little, too late.
I think it's funny that you mentioned that about some games because Helldivers 2 had that issue. A lot of people enjoyed Helldivers 2 on the initial launch. I mean, you remember it had my money. It had my money, and then they started nerfing certain things, and then people started realizing, man, this is a PvE game. There's no reason to nerf a damn thing. It should be about how much fun that you can possibly have, and people want to live those overpowered fantasies. I want my characters to, like in Diablo 3, just run into a map, spin for like 30 minutes, and you know which class I'm talking about. Spin for 30 minutes and hit and kill everything. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, it's just all realism. It's like I'm fighting off people. I'm trying to save people living in a village, and I can actually I can stand at the gates of the village and see 50 demons just right there. There's nothing real about this. Like, I don't know. Like, let's that game's not worth our time.
Got you.
It really isn't. It's a fun game, but it's
Yeah. So
I stopped playing Diablo a long time ago. So yeah, I'm good.
all right. So what else are you currently playing? Besides, what are you currently into?
Playing a game called Throne and Liberty.
Okay. That's
like
a MMO, right?
Yeah, action MMO. It's like less like 14 and more like I'm trying to think. I would say more like maybe like PSO. It's like more of an action RPG. So
okay.
At first I thought it was going to be one of those games that are free to play, and then it's just like you get the end game and it's just like, oh, I got to spend money. Not really. It's one of those you spend money but only to look good. Which is what really matters.
Well, that's most games nowadays. Anyway.
Hell yeah. It's all about appearances at this point. I mean, Marvel Rivals. That's Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot to say about Marvel Rivals.
Interesting. So, okay. I'm listening.
I'm ready to hear this.
Okay. What is it? What do you have to say about Marvel Rivals? Because I know all three of us are playing that.
It's like on one hand I enjoy it because on the other hand, it's like part of me, like 30% of me, like loves this game. The other 70% of me wants to puke when I think about the game. And so so just hear me out. So on one hand, there's a lot of cool characters, well-designed characters. I love it. Hello's my girl. I played her, and I have not looked back.
Okay.
On the other hand, I don't think the game is as balanced as it could be. And like I said, it's a new game. It is what it is. And I'm not like a pro, so, take that with a grain of salt. But, for one, I don't really like the, I don't really like the Overwatch setup. Because there's lots of times where I'm just forced to like play my healer, which is Luna, simply because I can't trust I can't trust half the healers. I'm like y'all can't heal for fucking shit. Give me this shit. Give me this.
Oh, he's not wrong. I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so trying to go in ranked, man.
Right.
There was one match where, actually it was my first match in ranked. I was playing Hela. Or no, I was playing Luna. It was actually the reverse. And we had, me and the Mantis.
Okay.
When I tell you Iron Fist was in our ass.
working him like a puppet.
That motherfucker was. We're just like, bro, what are you doing? Because it was like, it got to the point where I was like, Mantis, you're gonna have to like solo heal everybody because the hell is sitting right beside us can't kill this motherfucker. I mean, granted, Iron Fist is not hard to deal with, and Luna can deal with him pretty easily because she can freeze him and he's dead. You know, you see him, he's dead. But if I have a fucking Hela who's staying in backline with us, he should get nearer the healers. But it was just like she would die, and then at that point, you know, Iron Fist is like within 5 meters of you, he's just like, hello, motherfucker, and you just get punched. So it was just like, hello, I told the dude, I'm like, drop off Hela, and he dropped off Hela. He went to Jeff. I went to Hela, and Iron Fist was a non-factor in that game for the rest of that match. I'm just, and you know, and like I said, that might sound elitist, but it's just like there's a situation.
You can't trust everybody though.
Yeah.
You can't trust everybody.
That's why I just said fuck playing Hela and just went to Luna's. I'm just like, I want to play Hela because she's really, really good. Really good. But it's like, I can't trust the healers.
I mean,
I can't.
I mean, it makes
wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. So, I mean, I get where you're coming from. Sam, what you thinking over there? What's on your plate? What you thinking about Marvel Rivals? What's your opinion?
You know, I mean, it's what Overwatch used to be. You know that we've had a conversation about it,
right?
And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy it, especially when I'm playing with y'all. I mean, I know what my role is. You know, if you go healer and somebody else picks it up, I go tank. You know, I do the tanky stuff.
Right.
But you know me for the most part. You know, I've been running Jeff. Jeff is. Yeah, I'm a ridiculous ass Jeff. You know this.
Yes, I do.
Jeff is.
You hear me say, there goes my hero. I'm taking ball with me off the edge.
Literally.
Dude,
simple.
Jeff is. it's one of those. It's like he's love or hate. You hate when he's not on your team. You love when you see him.
Like, facts.
And the thing about it is, I love what I do with Jeff because if I see an Iron Man, I'm hitting that Iron Man and I'm knocking his ass out the sky. Because for whatever reason, Jeff's got reach with his little bubbles, or not his bubbles, his little snowballs or whatever. And he's got long distance on that. And plus, you know, I'm climbing up walls. I actually did this the other day. I can't remember where it was.
Stay focused.
I climbed up a spike, hit her on the point until all of them got, all the enemy got on the point, and I swallowed them whole and took them over the edge.
You found a target.
And they didn't see me. It was like directly upside down because he's got the wall climb stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Why Jeff has a wall climb? Why Jeff can do like half the shit he does is utterly beyond me.
Hey.
I love the character.
It's crazy. Like his ult. I'm sorry. Like I love Jeff. Jeff is awesome. You know, he's going to be making Disney a lot of money. Because all the girls love Jeff. Like my wife saw Jeff and she just lost her shit. But
she knows she like cute stuff anyway. But you know his ult.
But you know,
but the minute you hear it,
a shark that acts like a dog, running around dressed wearing a cashmere whale suit or dolphin suit. Oh yeah, that was just But his ult needs to be looked at. I'm fucking sorry. He should not have a squad white ult. He's a fucking healer. Come on.
We swallow folks whole. I'm a shark. I have no soul. So I've got to go down. Just saying. But again, that's me as a healer though. I also switch between Luna and I do mess with Mantis because she reminds me of Zenyatta. Not gonna lie. But mainly, you know, my tank. Originally, I was running. Greg, Rio, you heard me say I was gonna run Venom in the beginning. I stopped running Venom, then I switched to Groot.
Right, and
I run Groot. I put walls. I reach out and touch somebody. That's what I do. Now you put me and a good Jeff together. You can't stop me. I'm holding the point. I'm holding the point.
I saw that. What does Groot and Jeff combo do? Jeff doesn't die.
Yeah,
No.
Jeff
What?
doesn't die.
Like,
He's
what?
his group. He's his
Like,
group.
what?
It's a tough combo to beat. It's tough because he's on my shoulder healing me and everybody else, and I'm literally the tank at that point. I'm putting walls. I'm putting people out of my way. I mean, Rio can attest to this because hell, a cloak and dagger altered, and I blocked him up and he took him out.
Yep. I mean, it was great because I was playing Penny Parker at the time, and he decided to put some walls down, and Cloak and Dagger could not do their little triangle, which this is called. But before we continue, I must say I am a Cloak and Dagger main. So
Cloak and Dagger's good.
Yeah. So knowing,
Ooh, she's good.
yeah, knowing their moveset, I'm like, oh, you just walled him off. I'm fine. Our team is good. There's a couple characters, you gotta. I think San said it a while back, while we were sitting up here shooting the shit about the game, and it was you have to have more than one character. You can't just be like, I'm only going to play one character. You have to have
at least one of each role.
Exactly.
Right.
And it'd be better if you had two, because you know how people like to pick shit. And if somebody picks them before you do, you got to make sure you are more than ready to go for it. And so Penny Parker is my tank.
I love her.
Penny
she was mine in the beginning.
Penny is. I'll put it this way, Rio. If I'm playing with you, and I'm playing Luna, and you're on Penny, and Iron Man touches me, I'm cussing you out. I am utterly cussing you out.
There's no way.
There's no way. Penny. Like,
there's no way.
I've never seen. That might be the worst matchup in the fucking game.
What? Iron Man and Penny?
No
Penny
that's a
hard
hard.
Penny destroys Iron Man.
That's
a hard pick.
Penny destroys Iron Fist. I mean Iron Fist, not Iron Man. Iron Fist destroys Iron Fist.
Okay,
it's not even because the only thing he can do against a good Penny, he has to do the little kick. He has to kick over, and if he does that, he can't escape, because that's his only way to get out of combat situations. Because if he runs to her, what's he going to do? He's going to punch and run right into her mines and die.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
and realize, well, let me go swap to another character because this ain't working out.
You know who else is a hard pick for Penny? Cloak and Dagger. And I learned this the hard way, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Against her,
yeah, because here's the thing.
Against her, okay.
Cloak and Dagger, they do their ult, right? They do their ult. Go and do it in a minefield if you want to. That shit turns into World War I, bro. Like, I mean, it's bad.
Wow.
It's bad. Like, man, I have wasted so many ults. All I heard was against the and then boom, and then I'm just falling over, and I'm like, what? Oh, Penny Parker, minefields. Now, if I hit them before the minefields come out, oh yeah, I'm gonna stand in the middle. I have watched ults. I have tanked a whole bunch of ults before, like it was nothing, because of the way, Cloak and Dagger's ult work, and that's how I've gotten away. Oh God, I am about to die. And I love the characters because of that. But at the same time, I can also be that same guy to admit, I'm glad I'm able to sit there and be like, all right, let me switch characters. Let me not stick to this character, because if I don't, then I'm pretty much screwing myself. So that's my biggest thing. And it's like, I love all the characters, but I can understand what you were saying earlier about balance issues. The game does have balance issues, but at the same time, I am, in a weird way, I kind of enjoyed it. I don't think, well,
when I say it's unbalanced, I come from it's not like, when I say it's unbalanced, it's more so of, there's characters that can kind of do stuff that they really shouldn't. Jeff. And then there's characters that,
Stop it.
I'm sorry, his ult is, it's like his ult though is just like, why is he able to do this? I mean, granted, it's
Iron Man from the air.
And granted, it is stage dependent, but still, like, y'all mess up and he just catches you and it's just like, whoop, squad wipe.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like some of the tech that people are learning now. I find funny. You know that there is the what do you call that? He will swallow you up and
Hmm.
take you back to the spawn. I learning that that
Oh
works
God.
is fantastic. I'm like, oh, this is awful. I will again, if I hear yow yow yow, I am turning into cloak and I am turning invisible because that
Oh
is a
no,
hard
like
counter.
yo,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, or like if I'm playing if I'm playing Hella and
Mm-hmm.
I hear that, because like that's one thing. Because I mean, and this comes from someone who hasn't played the game in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
But like,
Really?
yeah, it's been a minute. But like when I would hear that noise,
Mm-hmm.
it's called I'm turning into a crow and flying straight up.
Smartest thing you can
Which
do.
Your job well.
which
Yeah.
reminds me,
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you. What goes on in your mind when you're running around?
Mm-hmm.
You know everything's good, and you hear someone yelling in Japanese, and you look down and the ground is purple.
Oh, it's a bad day. It's
It
a
is an
bad day.
awful.
It's a bad day.
I hear that and I'm like, I look down and I see purple in my feet. I'm like, oh, dead.
bruh. I was like, the first time I got caught. You talk about Silex Alt. The first time I
Yes.
got caught in that, I was like, okay, I'm out of range. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I look down. I am right at the tip of that circle. Shit, I can't run. No, I have been
Fucking
caught in
Psylocke.
fucking Psylocke. I've been caught in so many ults and not realizing it because my situational awareness is ass. When it shouldn't be, I should be aware. But I'm gonna tell you the ult that I got caught into and made me feel embarrassed. And shout out to Sick Daguni because we were playing when that happened, and shout out to Lou. We were all playing when that happened.
Oh
Bruh,
my
I got hit by
God.
name result. Okay,
I
I
would
got
I
hit.
would I would have turned the game off.
I got hit by name result, and it's how it happened. I was
Well.
turning around, and I even looked at my boy, and I said, "Bruh, I was like a deer in headlights. I knew it was coming, and I saw the whale. I saw it. I looked up, and there was a big ass humpback whale coming at me, and all I could think is, I need to move. I didn't.
I can't move.
I just took it, and it hit me in the face. And you can take that euphemism how you want, but I got hit in the face by a sperm whale,
With a
and I am
load
not
of semen.
happy
Load of semen.
about
Look.
We're all, and this is for all the viewers, we're all over 40 here. Fuck that Paul shit. That's the dumbest shit. That shit's so
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
The what?
Oh, pause. Oh man.
Oh,
Man.
no,
Oh
no,
yeah, I saw my
fuck
boy.
pause. No.
yeah,
Saw my
yeah,
boy
no,
gave him a
fuck that.
hug. Pause. What the fuck
No,
you mean?
no,
Pause? That
yeah,
shit's so
pause.
fucking
Pause.
stupid.
No,
so,
it's stupid.
Yeah, you won't hear that Paul shit from me.
You will not.
That shit's so fucking
No,
stupid.
no.
You will not.
no.
You're gonna hear us
Boomer,
just.
you can call me a boomer if you want
this
to. That
old
shit
school,
is
bro.
stupid.
This
Yeah.
is old school. That's why I said no woke shit. That's why I said no woke shit. No.
Like-
This is
Like
tell it like
pause.
it
I'm
is.
like,
No,
Pause.
no.
What?
It happens. We gonna talk shit. I mean, like I said, I got slapped in the face by that shit, and that shit was there was nothing I could do. I got dicked, and I was not happy because I knew
like
I could
that
have
dolphin
moved.
from that movie.
I could have moved.
yeah, there's
I
so
could have
many
moved.
annoying
But
characters.
Mhm.
Like
I have
Steve
not.
Rogers annoys the fuck out of me. He
Oh,
just doesn't
God.
die.
Don't
he
you
just does
talk-
not die.
Don't you talk
It's just
shit
like-
about Steve?
Who?
He just
Wait a
Steve
minute,
just
wait a
doesn't
minute.
die. I'm like, why is this man
I kill him with
surviving
Jeff.
a
I kill him
1v4?
with Jeff.
Man, look.
No,
I played.
I'm just saying he's just annoying. I know he's a tank. He's just
Okay.
annoying to kill. It's like he just always just like I don't know if it's because of he has like a smaller hurt box, but it's like when I fight him, he's just always there. It's just like, didn't I kill you? And you look, he has like a blip of life. But I thought we
Yeah,
killed
he
you.
can
Steve.
do it all day.
Just die, Steve.
Literally.
That's what I can do this all
He
day.
does
I
this
know,
all
Steve.
day. He
'Cause
can
you
do
just-
this all day.
I know,
Just
Steve.
thanks.
You know,
I heard you, Steve. Hey, look.
poor Storm.
Oh, Simba!
Exactly. Poor Storm. Like I mean,
She's
I
part of
love
that unbalance because she's trash. She is utterly. She is bad.
like here's the thing. Here's
She's
the thing
about to
that
get better.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah. I mean,
about
I know they're gonna give her love, you know, but
yeah, but the thing that gets me
boy,
about Storm is she is a character who, on paper, is phenomenal. Bruh,
Yes, indeed.
she is a DPS that can buff the team. The
Yep.
problem is you have to be close to her to
In
benefit.
the circle.
Yeah, you
Yep.
have
yeah,
to.
and
You can't.
she's
But
so slow.
yeah,
That's what hurts me. She's just
She shouldn't
so
be that
slow.
slow. She should not be that slow.
Yeah, she is
no,
way too slow. It's just like
Yeah.
it's like if you
She's
want to play
supposed to be
Storm, it's
zooming.
just like just learn Tony.
yeah,
Because I like Tony. He's not busted, but the thing about Tony is he plays a different game than everybody else. Like in tournaments, you see Tonys everywhere because who else plays in the sky like that? Granted, you can snipe him, but like him and fucking Parker,
yeah.
the male Parker, annoying. He just hops
I
in,
hate them both.
and if I'm a healer, I just get two tapped, and I'm like, he just drops behind me, and I'm like, well, all right.
What
All right, there's Peter coming to punch me in the back of my head.
Yeah.
what kills me about Peter is I saw a TikTok and I bust out laughing because it's so true. He creeps on you. He's literally
Yes.
somewhat. The first comment on the TikTok was biblically accurate Spider-Man, and I'm like,
Yes.
absolutely.
Oh my God.
He play, bruh. He's sneaky. I watched some high level spider play, and I'm shocked by how like
He plays
don't-
like how he is in comics.
yeah, and I'm like that's scary because I didn't even realize that Peter was around me. Then I got hit,
Yeah.
and I got uppercutted, and then he took me for a ride, and then boom, that was game. I was like, wait, what actually happened? You know what I'm saying? So nah, fuck all that. He's
Yeah. Like if there's a Peter in the tournament team,
Mm-hmm.
because I watched that first North American tournament, that
Right.
man was getting banned so fast.
Oh yeah, they were like, nah, we
I
don't
was
need
like,
that.
No, we ain't got you.
Nah.
Your boy Bruce has been getting some love though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love it because a lot of these characters is like you said, they deserve the love that they're getting. What I'm also happy about is the upcoming characters, but we'll get to that. Let's continue talking about the actual cast itself. Like I enjoy all the characters. There's not a character that I don't like. Like I like Iron Fist. I like Iron Man. I love all of them. But you're right when it comes to some characters definitely need that touch. Storm is definitely one of them. She's way too slow.
She needs some love.
She need absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Just long as they don't give her the love she's getting in the comics.
Oh no.
They'll just say, yeah, we're just gonna make her like she's comic accurate. What? So she pops an ult and she just kills everybody on the other team. Don't even worry about it.
I mean, she is the weather. She's a goddess, bro.
Yeah,
She's a goddess.
but I'm
She's
just saying,
literally a goddess,
for the
dog.
sake of balance, just give her love, but not the love she's getting in comics, because she
Shout
is
out.
her in comics.
Shout
Of
out,
course, she's always
shout out
been
to
her,
But I mean,
Shout out to
it's just she is I mean, she's always been that bitch, but
yeah, she always
Yeah.
is there.
but it's just like now, she's at the forefront. I mean, she pieced up Scott with no powers.
Oh yeah, that is
It's like,
right.
Scott, imagine if I could zap you, Scott, or freeze you. I put these hands on you, And this is someone who loves Scott Summers. I think he's one of the best written characters in Marvel.
Yeah, especially recently. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not talking just recency bias. I mean, he's slept on, and a lot of people don't realize how much he's slept on. He's a fantastic character, and people don't need to hate on old Scott Summers at all. But I'm gonna tell you, you're right about that. So, what did she do? What did she do to Scott? Like, she just whooped him?
Yeah, when they were, no, this is a while back when she took over the team when he kind of left.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I don't think it was Schism. I don't think that was the story. Yeah, this is when she didn't have her powers. She fought him for.
Oh, she put them paws on
beat
him.
his ass. Yeah, and now this is a character who is pretty much the de facto leader of like Krakoa, or if it's even still around, I don't know what's going on with X-Men right now.
Mm-hmm.
And She rolled up on she 1v4'd the latest iteration of the Four Horsemen. 1v4 them.
Jesus Christ.
You must deliver payloads and
Yep.
That-
I mean, she get tired of holding back, bro.
be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, I know they pretty much turned into like
Do this without you.
full on weather goddess. They're embracing that shit,
it's-
which is what I'm happy with.
Yeah. And
So-
it ain't like, just, oh, I'm just causing down storm. No, it's how she fights. Like, oh, she gets trapped in some vines. She freezes the vines.
Mm-hmm.
Someone hits her with fire. She'll freeze a fire,
Mm-hmm.
throw it at them, but she won't freeze it. She'll just encase it,
Mm-hmm.
and then turn that shit into like some kind of weird antipode firebomb. It's crazy, but
Yeah, she is
But
fantastic character, as always. Which is what I'm content with. That, it's about time she
trashing
gets
rivals though. Whew. Ooh, Lord.
I don't understand it. You would think, oh man, we're gonna fix the character. Nope.
I mean,
Oh.
I'm sure they'll fix her. I'm sure they'll fix her.
Well, yeah, I don't have a doubt in my mind. But Cloak and Dagger, love them. Absolutely love Cloak and Dagger. I think they got a really good balance. My only issue is I wish Cloak had more range. I really wish he had more range on his attack.
Ooh.
Because, like, you know who has the best range in the game? Surprisingly? Luna Snow.
Yes.
Really?
Luna
Yes.
Snow has the best range in the game.
Continue to defend.
She's hands down, she can hit you from over 500 meters. She can literally
That's-
snipe
Did
you.
not know that.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I heal as her.
Yeah.
Because her heal is she just regularly attacks you.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like I don't have to kind of stay near people. What I tend to do, I just kind of if there's someone I need to heal and they're in combat with somebody, I just kind of keep my teammate between me and the opponent. Because if they're at full life, your ice beam is going to go through them and damage the opponent.
Right.
It just
Okay.
ignores it. So I didn't know that. I thought you had to just, it's like, no, if you're full health, it goes through and it'll ignore your teammate if they're full health. And
Right.
The
do
more
damage.
you know.
See?
Yeah, and then I love her ult. There's been so many times I've heard an ult be called out. Like so many times I've heard Tony pop his ult, and I'm like, nope, we about to dance this shit away.
Yep.
Because her ult just counters ults.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's constantly
Yeah.
healing. I'm like, nope, we dancing that shit.
That's wild. My biggest issue was with
Get me
God,
in.
what was it?
Get me to defend.
Whenever I hear certain ults, Cloak and Dagger, I just toss that shit out there and keep it moving. Because there's no reason for me to sit there and do anything else. I'm like, oh, okay, Cloak, Dagger got this shit. We got this shit. We ain't worried about nothing. And that's pretty much how how I start playing. Also, I've changed a lot of my stats,
This will
my settings, because now I want to be able to heal people and looking at them. You know what I'm saying? Not it just goes to whoever's in front of me. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to heal specific people. Changed up my gameplay, big time. But all the healers are good. I still love Mantis. Her healing is different. She is, to me, she's a combat healer in every sense of the word.
I think
Like I said, Zenyatta.
she's a good healer, but I think it's one of those. I don't think she could solo heal.
still
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Jeff
no.
is
She,
I think Jeff
like,
is the
with
only
a good Jeff. I think
Mhm.
Jeff is the only
Solo
person that
healer.
can solo heal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe Adam.
Yeah.
Who I actually like, because there's a lot of characters I like. Like I like Cloak and Dagger. I won't play them. I just don't enjoy how they're played, but I do like them. But yeah, I think Manus is good,
Right.
but it's one of those like she requires someone else to kind of be the primary healer. If that makes sense. Like
Right.
when it kind of
Yeah.
takes the brunt of it, like a Jeff or
terminal hack.
probably just really a Jeff, because usually if I see a Jeff and I'm on Luna, I'm like, thank God. Or was, I roll here and I see Jeff, I'm like, oof. I'm like, cool.
We're
Jeff
okay.
covers everything. Jeff
He
got
does.
bubbles.
You just
Jeff
be
got-
running
Jeff-
on, man, I'm about to die. And you
Just
trip
right.
over a
Oh.
bubble and you're like, oh, I'm back to full health. Thanks,
there we
Jeff.
go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Jeff. And all you hear.
And the spray.
Yeah, and the spray is good. So
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it's crazy. Like seeing that, because like the first time I saw Jeff and Groot, We honestly thought it was a bug.
No.
I'm like, is this a glitch? I'm like, oh no, that's his
No.
that's his team up. I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
no.
And I you know that match out. This is when I was still playing. This is the first night, so I was still playing Wanda. So I'm okay,
Okay.
all right. I'm just gonna just stay as close to Groot as possible, and that's what I did. I stayed by Groot, just like I think I died like once, maybe twice.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wants to take out a Groot. Groot is a very hard tank to take out with. I know that for a fact. You put me with a Jeff, I'm not stopping.
I need to watch videos of him.
Of who? Of Groot?
Yeah, cause it's like I want to play him as a tank. Like I tried to do Stephen Strange. I'm like, look, I ain't got time for these portals. That's too much thinking. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, you lost the match. Right? You should have placed a portal right here, and then we could. I'm like, look, no,
I don't need-
I'm not like.
Hey, I will say this though.
that's-
Strange is the best damn shield in the game. I mean, hands
Unless
down.
your
Yeah.
Iron Fist
Oh my god.
somehow destroys his shield.
Which I don't get that, but okay.
Well, he's from what's the Iron Fist backstory? He's from what's it?
Kunlun?
Kunlun.
Nah, he was
And
originally
the mystical dragon.
he was originally a swordsman. He was originally a swordsman.
yeah,
he
this
was
one was
from
a
Marvel.
swordsman.
He was from Marvel, I think Marvel China or Marvel Korea or something like that. And
Really?
yeah,
This
'cause-
version he's a swordsman. That's
yeah,
why
he
has
was
the
a former
sword.
swordsman. The sword broke, and he went on a quest to get all the sword pieces back. But in the process, he was like, "I want to fight the dragon. I want to fight the dragon." You know, in Kunlun. Instead of killing the dragon, he just said, "Hey, I don't want to kill you. Can we like work together?" And the dragon was like, "Shit, you the first one to do that, my dog." And then that's how he got the Iron Fist powers.
Yeah.
And then they were like, his sword got shattered, right? So because his sword was shattered, he's like, all right, well, I need to get all my sword shards back, but I have total control over the sword, like psychic control over the sword. Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna put all the shards together and I'm gonna embed them in my fist. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why, he's literally Iron Fist. He is a literal Iron Fist. So
Well,
he can
explains
fight
so
like
much.
Danny Rand. He can fight like Danny Rand, and he has an Iron Fist, bro. That's crazy. But anyway, character-wise, I'm glad that they went diverse with some of the characters. Very glad.
Yeah.
Like Luna Snow was from that same print of
Korea.
comics. Yeah, Korea. She was from that same print of comics that Iron Fist is. So I was like, okay. Jeff, I didn't hear about Jeff until I didn't know anything about him. I had to go look him up. And then
Same.
that's how, and then when I did, I was like, okay. Deadpool's dog, pretty much. And I was like, okay.
No, not Deadpool's. It was Gwen.
Gwenpool. Gwenpool.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's Gwenpool.
Gwenpool.
Gwenpool. Yeah,
So,
that's how I looked it up. I said he was with Deadpool for a minute. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the symbiote actually bonded with Jeff at one point.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody has a symbiote.
Yeah, everybody has a symbiote. Yeah, I know. And it's
Scarlet
ridiculous,
Widow
but
needs
it's-
to keep hers though.
Oh,
Natasha they need to just say, there you go, permanent power up, keep it.
Nah, they don't. No, they
No.
don't.
They
don't.
need to.
No.
They need to.
No.
I'm tired of her running around with pistols. All right.
Nope.
I mean, but she's the no.
No.
Why does she need powers?
It fits
She's a spy.
with a symbiote. And they're BFFs too. That's what's so crazy about it.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
they-
symbiotes do get along.
They get along. Natasha is just like, damn, we both murderous bitches. All right. That's like what that shit is.
Okay. Still no. I mean, Natasha being one of the normal people, former KGB. I mean,
And she
okay,
deserves powers.
I don't
She
know.
aight.
We'll see.
She aight.
We'll see.
She aight.
I don't know if I can get behind Natasha with powers. There's got to be at least somebody without powers at least on the team. You know.
Clint.
Man, they
And
give.
don't sit there and say no eyesight. That ain't no powers. He just has
No.
good eyesight. He eats a lot of carrots.
He can't. Remember, he can't hear for shit. He can't hear for shit. But hey, that's all
He's
good.
There. He's deaf. He's literally
Yeah, he's
deaf.
deaf.
But
There you
still,
go.
Yeah.
he's deaf. But that's not a superpower, though.
Shit.
And he can shoot you from anywhere. But okay, fine, whatever.
Again, my favorite. Look. I'm glad that Hawkeye is finally getting all the love he deserves, because this is the same character who, they throw Hawkeye on a team just to sell some books at one point in time, dog. Like, I mean, he's a good character, and
He's like inexplicably popular.
yeah. At one point in time, there was this big thing that went down a couple years back where they would draw Hawkeye in crazy poses. They were like, "How much butt can we show with the character?" Yeah, and they would put him. Yeah, and they would put him in these poses that they would put, female characters, female comic characters in, but they would put Hawkeye in these poses, and they did that to prove a point, and it became extremely popular. And I mean, hey, more power to him.
To a meme.
Yeah, exactly. He was a meme, and it was great. And he's still a fantastic character. I like everybody in the game, bro. Like, real talk. I like everybody in the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm
was
glad.
going to learn Clint. I was going to learn Clint, and then I realized that like how legitimately busted, as in he's a bug.
Fuck him.
I'm
Wait,
just
what?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's something with his hitbox. Like, it's not supposed to be. I can't remember what it was, but it's like they might. I don't know how good he's going to be once they fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those. It needs to be fixed. It's like not working as intended. It's something with like his hitbox. I can't remember what it was.
So he legitimately has a hitbox issue.
Yeah, he's legitimately bugged.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I have to look that up. Let me see if I
Never
can pull it up.
guessed that. I just know that when I see I do my best when I see a Hawkeye pop out and I try to take him out as best I can.
Yeah. You see a Hawkeye, I'm just, Or
yeah.
I usually find out about Hawkeye when he kills me. I'm like, wait, there's a Hawkeye?
Wait, there's a Hawkeye on the team?
I see the kill cam, and it's like from the other side of the screen. I'm, oh yeah, there's a Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I'd be like, how did that
You know
happen?
all right, you know what ticks me off? A Punisher that can't punish. A Punisher that doesn't punish.
You have to actively work to be bad with Frank.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, how can you be a Punisher and not punish?
I mean, but there's a lot of people who's like, you remember, the Punisher is the first character that they let you use. You know what I'm saying? He in the tutorial, you're using Punisher. He's like everything that Soldier 76 was, but better. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, dog.
Right.
But you're right. How can you actively just be bad with playing the Punisher? And there are people out there. I've seen it happen, and it's not good, and it's ew. But nah,
Punisher's not even my main. And you saw me. I had 15. I went a streak of 15 on my way to 20, and we still won that match.
Yeah.
And you were behind me healing the crap out of me. I was like, what?
I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep you alive. That's my job. My job is to keep you alive, and I did that shit. But I'm gonna tell you, it's like I'm gonna let you run out into the field if you want to. That don't necessarily mean that I'm gonna keep you alive, but I will do what I can.
No, I don't run out of the field. You know me, I don't. I try to find vantage point with the Punisher, and then set up the turret. And
Dude,
then,
what, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to like, I'm going to see how bad I can play this Frank. You have to actively be bad to him.
Right.
I just looked it up. Whatchamacallum's issue is the arrows. Their hitbox are really, really big. Of course, Clint does 384 damage per headshot, so he kills anything in the game. Like, but he's going to get, him and Hela are getting nerfed. Like, I think it's like a 20%. They don't have the 20% damage buff. It's not going to affect. It's not going to affect Clint because he has like the passives and shit.
Right.
Well, Hela's still going to be good. She just won't be banned all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Hela was stupid. Like, I picked her because I just trying to find somebody, because Nick was playing Scarlet. So I was like, that's fine. So let me look for another DPS, and I'm gonna look at Hela, and it's just like, wow, she's hit scan. That helps because I can't aim for shit.
Yep.
She does really good damage. She 2-taps anyone that's not a tank. That's great. She has good crowd control. That's great. She has a good escape. That's great.
Get in, get out.
I love Hella. That's when I was playing. Last time I played, I was forcing myself to play mouse and keyboard.
Interesting.
Because her own mouse and keyboard is just, because it's just boop boop, 2 taps and she's crazy. But yeah, Clint is I don't see too many Natashas though.
No.
I haven't seen a lot in tournaments either.
I haven't seen a lot of Natashas. I haven't seen a lot of Storms.
Well, Storm is just ass.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. It hurts me to talk bad about Aurora, but she's just bad in the game.
That's not her fault, though.
I know it's not, but she's still bad.
Yo, it's like what was it? It's, I heard this cat say this, bro. It's like she's in a permanent state of claustrophobia.
Yeah.
She is constantly under pressure, sir. She always thinks she's surrounded. Yeah, shit. I mean, but love the character. Just, it's bad. It's very bad. I think Storm is the only character I'm just like, oh. But everybody else, big fan. So, speaking of rivals, again, we've pretty much covered the base, the base characters so far. But gentlemen, the upcoming characters. Bro, we getting a Fantastic Four. We getting a Fantastic Four in a game, sir.
Susanna.
Oh, Susanna?
I'll put it this way: if I'm in a match with y'all, and I will be hopping back in the game because of Sue, and that other blonde.
Oh, what other blonde? Her brother?
No.
Who?
No.
Your girl. Shit. Emma.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, automatic. You getting back in it? You're gonna be like, I'm doing that. So Sue and Emma got your money.
Oh yeah.
Respect.
Because I mean, Sue she's a healer.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she really?
I think so. Yeah. She's a strategist. So I'm just like, I'm thinking she's gonna be like a defensive healer, more of a. I don't heal as much as I put shields.
Mm-hmm.
Her ult should be. I held off the multiverse collapsing. Your bullets ain't shit. Boom. I want her to actually say that. I held off the fucking multiverse exploding. Your bullets ain't shit.
Okay.
I can see that. I can actually see that. That'd be kind of cool. My thing is, like I was telling y'all, if there was a hierarchy of who's the most powerful characters in the Fantastic Four, and remember I asked that question?
It's Sue. It's not. Well,
yeah, it's Sue.
Yeah, we already. Sue's number one.
Yeah, it's Sue
it's
number
Sue,
one.
Then Johnny.
Sue and Johnny, and then Reed.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
And then last place is the thing, but but even then, the thing, people are gonna be sleeping on that matchup though. The thing versus the Hulk. A lot of people are waiting on that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I don't know, like, I've thought about that matchup, but I'm gonna be real. Ben is getting his cheeks clapped.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
When I tell you Hulk is so, like, the dumb shit the feats that Hulk has in comics over the past few years or so.
Oh yeah.
This motherfucker's a herald now.
What?
A herald of who?
A herald of Big Perp.
No fucking way.
Yes, he's a fucking herald. I don't know if it's I don't think it's 616. I think it's just a side story. Yeah, he's a herald of Galactus.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So stupid.
Right.
And then of course, his power isn't radioactive. It's like he's linked to the one below all. So I mean, what the fuck is being Grim gonna do against that?
Nothing.
Literally linked to the one below all. I'm like,
still say one of my favorite panels was right after Johnny died. Right after Johnny died, when he against Annihilus in the negative zone.
Right.
They need
Annihilation Wave.
yeah, Annihilation Wave. They let they let Ben vent. Okay, so the Hulk and Thor.
He against the Hulk.
Yeah, and the Hulk just let him wail on him, and he was just
Well
like,
on him. Yeah.
yeah, he was just like, yo,
I mean, it makes sense. It's just like I'm the only one who can take this without dying.
yeah,
Yeah.
and and then he broke down because he was like, this is why I'm angry. You know what I'm saying? And they got it. They understood. Like, yo,
There was some really good writing, like the
That was
part
really
where
good.
Peter was talking with Franklin.
yes,
Yeah.
After that,
Yes,
when
I
they
remember
sat on
that.
the roof
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and just talked,
Yeah.
He was talking about his uncle. He was like, yo,
I was like,
I lost my uncle too. Like, I get it.
Lost my Uncle Ben. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
And
that's why
when they-
Peter is usually the first one to replace one of them.
Yeah.
hmm Well, he
He's-
was. That's right. He wasn't part of them at that point because they allowed him in, and that's when
Yeah.
they that brings up the subject because the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is about to pop up on Disney now.
Okay.
So his white and black costume from that, right?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, they referenced that in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series.
Okay.
Because in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series, he just has a T-shirt. He looks like he did in
Beginning of Homecoming.
beginning
Right.
of Homecoming. Yeah,
Where he just
right.
dude is wearing
He
clothes.
had the wearing clothes. So apparently that suit pops up in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which is coming out. But he gets it from Norman Osborn, I think. We'll find out.
Which
So,
is that's a. I'm glad you mentioned Norman Osborn in that show.
So,
Because
okay,
he's
go in.
black, right?
No,
Yeah, I
they
know
made him
Osborn
black.
is
So-
Okay.
black.
Yeah, so
they made him
people-
black.
People are saying that he's gonna sound like Stink Meaner when it's the Goblin talking. What's good, nigga? I was like, Disney, if y'all are real ones, y'all will make this happen. What's good?
What's
good, Parker? It's like,
Oh no. Oh
Fuck
no.
your aunt. Fuck your aunt. Fuck your aunt, nigga. Fuck your aunt.
I read that and I'm just like, oh no, don't do
Again,
that.
you can see it because the high pitched voice.
Yeah, because that, he Goblin talks like that.
Yeah.
Goblin does something like
Oh my god, that would be the funniest damn
let's
thing
see.
ever. Now I want Stink Meaner as the Green Goblin. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Oh.
Yeah, just popping up. He just pop up. What's good? It's gliding, nigga.
Take these pumpkin bombs.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
What's
yeah,
good with
yeah.
these pumpkin bombs? Check me, son. I gets money. Boo.
Holla at your boy.
Oh shoot.
All of a sudden, the hateocracy shows up.
Instead of the
Oh,
Sinister
Lord.
Six, it's the Hateocracy.
Here come that JJ looking motherfucker being a hobgoblin.
The hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin JJ. Red freaking the Rhino.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
the
my
Vulture.
God.
He might be the Vulture on there. I'm saying. It just,
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Oh my god, that would be so funny. Oh, like, bruh, we might need to get somebody to actually, kind of do that. Draw
What, do the
draw
voice
that
of it or
commission. We
something?
might have to commission that.
commission
The
that.
hateocracy as the Sinister Six.
The Sinister Six, yep.
Oh my god, that would be funny. So yeah, I would
You're
definitely
not wrong.
no.
Something
But I
you
didn't
pay
know
to
that.
see. There you go.
I didn't know that about the Spider-Man cartoon. I think that's kind of cool. That
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
Well, again, Norman always had waves though.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
always had a wave.
Why-
he
why
always
is
had
man-
waves.
He
always
he
had
he
waves.
wore a cap.
Oh yeah, he
you
went to
know-
bed. He went to
Yeah,
bed
Yeah,
with a
you know he
cap
went to
on.
bed with a cap. You know that.
Oh yeah,
Every single time. Every single time.
Yeah, that man had the
remember-
crispest waves. Mike,
ever. Ever.
Just Norman's supposed to be white. Ain't no white man running with waves like that.
None.
That's funny.
Wave check. Y'all, I was a motherfucker with cultural appropriation. No.
No, Norman Osborn had that shit
You
for
just
years, bro.
mad.
Mhm.
You just mad because he got better waves than you do, sir. No.
That is hilarious. That is so damn funny, dog. Dude,
Come on
but
now.
yeah, I can
Come
see
on
it,
now.
but I ain't hating. Dude, I ain't hating at all because that's what good old Norman. I mean, he's a great villain, great character. I mean, hey, diversity is all good, you know, when it comes to, you know, some things, you know. So, I mean, shit. I'm happy with it. Really happy to be quite honest with you. I did not know that. Who the hell am I? Oh, it's got to be the character that I'm rolling with.
What, you playing by yourself? No.
Oh, nah, I'm in a team of people.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, the upcoming characters happy about it in Rivals. Really can't wait for the announcements. I know that somebody said Blade was supposedly leaked.
I think
They said
yeah.
Blade, Emma Frost,
Yep.
the Fantastic Four, and Deadpool, of course. I told you, what's his name was wearing. What's his name? The guy who does what is it? John Bailey? Yeah, John Bailey, who does Jeff's voice. You know, he was the epic voice guy. I know for a fact he kept wearing all that Deadpool memorabilia every time he like did a video, and I'm like, and he kept like little things in the background. I'm like, come on, dog. That man trying to hint to you that, you know.
Oh, well, we knew Deadpool was coming. He's too popular and he's too recent.
Yeah. No, me being a Deadpool fan for years, don't get me wrong. Yeah, everybody's on his dick right now.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody Deadpool riding Deadpool's dick.
It's
know
true.
The true story, not what you've seen in the movies, but you know everything. Like, I'm a pure T Deadpool fan. I know for a fact.
I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan. Like, I like him, but when I say not the biggest, is I don't know much about like his, you know, the stories. Like, but there's one story, because there's a dude on YouTube I watch, and it was like a little side story, right? So it's like a fever dream, but it fits for Deadpool. So basically, he ends up being contracted by Galactus to get the nullifier.
Right.
And the Beholder has it.
Oh, Lord.
And so he ends up befriending the Beholder, right?
You mean the Beyonder?
Yeah, Beyonder, not Beholder.
Okay,
Beyonder.
yeah.
Yeah, the Beyonder.
Yeah. Okay.
And so
I knew what he meant.
I kept saying
like,
Beholder. I'm like, yeah, Beyonder. And you know, this is like in the 80s.
Okay.
Like late 80s. So this is like OG Beyonder with the Jerry curl. These dudes end up linking up with Tony Stark, and they go like on this party bender, right?
Yeah.
Frank Ocean is their limo driver.
What?
Because the Beyonder loves his music. And so they do a bunch of stuff, go through a bunch of stuff. So long story short, Deadpool's trying to use this. He gets the nullifier, and then Galactus is going to give him a lot of money, so he can use that to get back with Vanessa.
Right.
But he don't know that Beyonder, the Beyonder he's already dated Vanessa.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, that's whatever. And so he ends up just leaving the nullifier with Beyonder. So Galactus is like, well, piss on, I guess I gotta get it myself. And I can't remember how it happens, but they end up on Jerry Springer. Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. And so
they
end up on Jerry Springer. And turns out that even though, you know, Vanessa just randomly breaks up the Beyonder. And so he's asking why, because she's pregnant. Galactus is the father. So the story ends. It's on a YouTube channel called Comics Explained, right?
Okay.
So the story literally ends with the universe. Everything else in the universe has been destroyed except for the Jerry Springer set and where the people are sitting. And the Beyonder has grabbed one of the chairs and he's fighting with Galactus.
Yeah.
And like the fans are cheering and like the rest of the universe is just completely destroyed, but the fans are cheering this fight. That's how the comic ends. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because I have the comic downloaded. And then you mentioned that. I said, God, that's why I've been laughing this whole time.
I'm like, why are they fighting?
Bruh, hold up. Rewind. I need you to go back. Right quick. Hold on.
Wait, well,
You mean, okay, I got to clarify one thing, and I got to make sure I'm right because it's going to make things a hell of a lot funnier if I heard that correctly. It wasn't Frank Ocean. It was Billy Ocean, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean. Yeah,
That makes
Billy Ocean. Not
that
Frank
makes
Ocean,
it.
It
Billy
wasn't Frank Ocean, Billy Ocean, because it was an 80s.
That makes it
Billy Ocean.
a million times better because now in my head I have this mental image of
Frank
the
Ocean.
Beyonder and Billy Ocean.
Yes, and
And
Tony
Deadpool,
Stark and Deadpool
Tony
in
Stark,
a limousine.
and
And
listening
Billy
to-
Ocean is the driver.
And listening to
also,
Caribbean Queen. So
I can't remember how he got the symbiote, but somehow Deadpool got the Venom symbiote.
mhm.
But
He had it
used
first.
it because he liked the Beyonder's curls. He used the symbiote to give himself curls.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, there's a whole story behind the whole symbiote. Technically, they say that Deadpool had the symbiote first, then Peter had it. That's what they're saying, and yeah, and basically.
So that's why he went
yeah,
insane.
That's what they said.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
no. Yeah.
That's
no.
that's
The
hilarious.
suit actually understood him.
Yeah, the suit action. It's crazy, like the
The suit
retconning
actually-
that they've done to suit.
Oh,
I like it,
God.
but it's like
There's so many things with symbiotes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as evil as you think it is. Like, believe
Oh,
it or
yeah,
not,
yeah.
at one point in time, it was trying to help Peter Parker out. Like, when you're playing Spider-Man 2, spoilers, by the way, for those who haven't finished, you know, it takes over Peter's body and it takes him out. Like, you go in the scene and he's out fighting crime while he's knocked out.
yeah,
And originally it's really trying to help Peter, but truth be told, they made it out, you know, since, you know, everybody thinks it's evil. It's not really evil. But there are two perfect hosts, from my understanding, there's two perfect hosts for the symbiote, and that's Eddie Brock and Flash Thompson.
Right. I told you I love the design of Flash Thompson. Agent Venom. I love
Yeah.
Agent Venom.
Agent Venom.
I love Agent
yeah. The
Venom.
Venom suit is cool, like because I think the way it is now,
Mm-hmm.
Venom was different from the other symbiotes.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
had
always they were always self-aware, but like with all the other hosts, always took advantage of it and stuff like that. And then it meets Peter, you know, as it calls him Saint Peter. Literally, the symbiote refers to Peter as Saint Peter because you know Peter was the first one that didn't like take advantage of it,
Right.
you know, and it did the whole thing like Sanosuke said, you know, fighting crime while he sleep, thinking that would help, but it didn't. It was just one of those like, I try to help, but it just didn't work out, and so he said, "Fuck
Yeah.
it," you know, I'm just gonna be evil. But like, I think Peter's still with Venom.
Yeah.
And he gave him he hit him with the Uncle Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it was so funny because he was, you know, the Venom suit realized that everybody was after him, so he's like, I need to hide. Where can I hide where someone won't sell me out or things like? I hide out
Peter.
at Peter's because I know that Peter won't take advantage of everything like that. So he just turned into a suit, and like, so Peter's suiting up, and like he just sees a black suit, and Venom's like, hold on, let me talk. You know, and they talk, you know, and he tells them everything, and Peter hits with the Uncle Ben.
Right.
You know? And a great power, great responsibility. So they bonded again. So I think Peter still has him now. I can't remember.
I did see something about that. Basically, they still the suit asked Peter. I think the suit asked them for permission if they wanted to keep their minds separate this time.
Yeah.
And Peter did say, yeah, they kept their minds separate, and yeah, he just, you know.
Okay. See, you know, like I said, that's good writing. I mean, I'm down for that. I'm down with that.
No.
I mean, I'm down with all that. I mean, I can't sit there and say like it's again, if you got a whole litany of comic characters that you can sit there and use, man, write them correctly, bruh. Like, it ain't hard. Well, actually, technically it is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because look, I've tried my hand in writing, and man, bro, I done hit writer's block so many damn times, dog.
Yeah.
It was like,
I'm
oh,
in writer's block right now.
yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's a lot of shit. But it's so I get it. I get how tough writing can be, but you got characters, bro, that just be creative with them. Just give the character some love. Don't sit there and be like the one thing I hate about Spider-Man right now is the fact that supposedly at one point in time there was that Marvel mandate of we have to always have Peter Parker has to be single, he has to be struggling. Like, no,
Yeah, well, that's just stupid.
No, he doesn't have to be.
Yeah, there's a way to make this character. He doesn't have to struggle. Fuck that. Let that man enjoy life. Shoot, like
Hey.
Mayday Parker.
What?
Love
Yeah,
Mayday
that's how
Parker.
he is in Ultimate.
God, yes.
And New Ultimate,
Mm-hmm.
that man is married with 2 kids.
There you go.
Exactly.
Can't
Well,
hate
you know,
on it.
in the movie, they try to do that to Miles, man. They're trying to do that shit to Miles right now with his dad. But again, in the movie, that's in the movie. In the game, he already loses his dad.
Yeah, he loses.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
In the movie, they're not going to make a tragic backstory. Like,
I
they
mean,
have it
like,
all.
nah, not every Spider-Man has to have a tragedy, bro. Like, there's a way to, let's have the characters, be able to do, all kinds of other stuff, But I mean, come on. But I'm glad that they giving that man, they giving that man some love, dog. Shoot. So.
Oh, for certain.
Oh yeah. But speaking of comics, I love how we are segueing into everything that I had my mental list of things. So the distinguished competition, as they used to prefer, as Marvelites used to refer to it, has started a couple months ago. Started the what is it? The not All Star. The what is it?
Might as well say he is.
What is it? The Batman?
Marvel?
No, DC.
DC?
No,
The
Yeah,
distinguished
absolutely.
competition. What do they got? They got Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. What are they called
Yeah.
now? What's
Absolute.
the actual title? Absolute.
Absolute.
So,
Yeah,
the
it's the
Absolute
Absolute
series.
Universe.
So what's up with the Absolute Universe? I know that they've made some changes.
So, it's like the best version of Batman ever. So, all right, so I'll just give you bullet points. I think
Okay.
I think he's the best version of Batman ever.
Okay, but hold on. Before you start,
Okay, please.
I would
Please
like
elaborate.
I
would
will.
like-
I will.
I want to preface this before you start. You both have known me for a long period of time, damn near over 20
course.
years. Okay, I mean you both have. Okay, if you really think about it, it's been over
course.
20 years. And the one character I cannot
Yeah.
stand is Batman. The
This
love.
is me. You know how many times me and you have just ranted about Bruce Wayne makes us sick.
Exactly. So, man, fuck you, fuck you, Bruce.
Fucking plot armor.
Plot armor having ass.
Bruce can kill Clark with a
Time.
kryptonite bullet.
No,
What gun does Clark have? What gun does Bruce have that Clark can't just weave around? Like, man, it's like y'all just.
exactly.
Prep time.
Bullshit.
Prep time.
But like I said before, if Batman versus Spider-Man, if I gave Bruce Wayne prep time, I'm going to give Peter Parker that same prep time. I promise you, that fight will not go like you think.
Like people were just like, oh, the prep time only works when you have something like kryptonite that can one shot you. And,
Yeah.
and there is something that can one shot Peter. It's that ethyl chloride, I think.
Yes, it's
That one shot.
essentially.
But the thing is, this ain't like kryptonite where it's just like you hit. He just hits Clark in the face and that's it. And there's nothing Clark can do about it. There's measures that Peter can take to strengthen
he's
himself
straight.
against it so it wouldn't just drop him. And it's just like, not only that, even if he has that, he still has to hit him. This is a guy who dodges bullets point blank. Bruce is not
And
hitting
he
him.
holds back.
Yeah. And not only
Again.
that,
And he holds back.
Bruce ain't beating him hand to hand. Bruce can't even catch him. Like I've never seen a character so slept on than Peter. Like that was it Superior.
Yeah, Superior
Yeah,
win.
yeah,
win.
yeah.
Oh my
to
God,
prevent.
Doc.
But he's like, all
Doc Ock.
right, okay, this is Peter. I actually like Peter. Let me be a hero. Oh God, I should be dead.
Doc
should
Ock
be
realized that shit. Doc
I
Ock realized that shit.
I
And
should
of
be
course,
fucking dead.
of course, we got the biggest one of the better moments is this is the same dude who, oh, you shot at my aunt May, I'm gonna throw a jeep at your ass. It's happened,
Yeah.
folks.
Oh yeah.
My favorite character, Captain America. They're like, yo, Pete didn't want to hurt him, but Steve kept getting in his face. He pushed that man's shit in with that shield, bro. He just
Yeah.
like, yo, let you know. Just look, I don't want to fight, but I need you to get the fuck up off. And this is also the same guy who picked up the Kingpin by his skin, and we've all seen that panel.
And slapped him.
Oh, like a bitch.
And then straight up
Exactly.
told him, like, bro, you ain't got powers.
You ain't got nothing.
Facts. So
You know what?
With that-
Let me take my suit off first.
yeah,
And
So
explain
this
to
ain't
you.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man stands for something. This is Pete Parker.
Yeah. This is Pete Parker.
This is Pete.
This Big Pete. This is Big Pete. If that
Shoot.
woman dies,
if
show
that
die.
woman died, you die.
It's like you better use your influence to get her the best care. Because the moment I hear that flat line, I was like, all right, bet. I'm a kiss Mary Jane till I got something to handle. And your ass is gonna be on the news.
What happened?
Straight fucking up.
coming back here and whooping your ass.
Today-
Love that. He's-
Today at Fisk Tower, we found the disemboweled body of Wilson Fisk. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Anywho, but back to what we were talking about. We were talking about the
DCAU.
Absolute Batman.
DCAU. Yeah, absolute Batman. So talk to me. What's up with this absolute Batman?
All right. So, for those of you who don't know, Absolute is literally their answer to the Ultimate Universe.
Okay.
Same thing, but a little bit more grounded. And there are some noticeable differences.
Okay.
Like, first and foremost, I'm not going to go through the whole story. I'm just going to hit you with the bullet points of how they're different. First and foremost, Bruce is not rich. There's no
Okay.
Wayne Enterprises, none of that.
What?
Martha is a social worker. Thomas is a school teacher.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, with that, of course, him not being a trust fund baby, that means he's going to go to public school. When you have public school, that means you're going to have friends. You want to know who his friends are? Childhood
Who?
friends?
Oh.
Selena Kyle, Oswald Cobblepot, Waylon Jennings,
Killer Croc.
Oh, Killer
yep,
Croc.
Killer
yeah.
Croc, Harvey Dent,
Of course.
and Edward Nimmo. Childhood friends, because they all went to school together.
Wow.
So, because of that, they're not villains right now. They are boys who play poker each week.
Interesting.
Yo.
So there's a big rumor that they might be part of the Bat family. Like still their same thing, because like Waylon, he still likes lizards and stuff, but he has like a legitimate business. He sells exotic pets,
Right.
Wow.
and and they're all the same. And so they're kind of helping him in their own way. Harvey's still he's an assistant DA because they're like in their early 20s.
Okay.
Right.
So they're kind of sort of helping him. He's kind of fishing him for information, but they don't really know. I think Edward's kind of figured it out that he's Batman, but they're kind of like, this is our boy. We're going to help him how we can, So
Right.
there's that. Selena's kind of like Selena from Gotham.
Okay. I got it.
Kinda
I
just
did
like,
I watched the series.
yeah.
I watched
Kind
the
of
series.
just like not I won't say runaway, but just was always in the system.
Yeah.
Like the only adults she trusts are the Waynes.
Okay.
The whole thing with the death affecting Bruce happens, but it's just Thomas. Only
All right.
Thomas gets killed. So Martha is
Okay.
alive right now.
Okay, cool. Right now.
Yeah, they're alive right now. So like, they were, they won a school trip. Like Bruce won him a school trip because they tested him, and he's like a genius. So he still has the smarts, but instead of more of a detective, he's more of Reed Richards, Tony Stark.
Okay.
So he has the detective skills that's there, but it's not like Bruce where it's just like,
Greatest detective ever.
yeah, where it's just like him, Tim, and fucking Edward, and then everybody else.
Right.
Right.
He's more of a scientific genius.
Okay.
Okay.
He Batmobile's a bulldozer. Just a big ass bulldozer that's all black.
All right.
Alfred's in the story,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not a butler. It's leaning towards the backstory of Alfred being, special force and stuff.
Oh,
He's still
Pennyworth?
special forces. Yes, Pennyworth. So
Okay.
he's kind of helping Bruce because his orders are for whoever he works with, and they think he works for the Court of Owls. It's
Okay.
not like a definite, but we know the Court of Owls is in the Absolute Universe, but they think that's who he works for. So there's that. He's fighting this gang. They're kind of crazy. Instead of him hanging out like in a cave, he's up high, like in those I can't remember what they call them, like when companies funnel money and
Okay.
into like
Oh.
abandoned skyscrapers and stuff. Use it to
Yeah,
just I can't remember
yeah.
what they call that term.
All right. Money
So there's a
laundering.
bunch of those buildings,
Oh, okay.
and so he
It's
uses
an abandoned
those.
It's not a penthouse. It's
It'd be like a
empty
skyscraper
building at
that
the top,
companies will
separate.
throw money into, and it's just
Right.
a shell for something. It's money laundering. That's really
Okay,
it's
it's
money
money
laundering. This is a
There you
specific
go,
term
there
for
you
those
go.
buildings. So
Right.
there's a couple abandoned ones, and he's up in one of those. So instead of in a bat cave, he's more in a belfry. So there's that. Yeah.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Trying to think. Well, there's a few things. Of course, he ends up taking this deal from this third party, who's like, you're doing a good work here, but you can't really make a difference as you are. You need resources, aka you broke. And if you do these couple things for me, you'll have the resources to fight and protect Gotham. So, like by the
all
fifth
good with
episode,
me.
he's compromised on his morals.
Right.
To get the money needed. And it wasn't like, all right, I'll do it. It was like a whole issue of him realizing that, I can't just, my fists aren't enough. I have to have resources and the technology to be able to hit them, where it hurts. So
Right.
there's that.
So like Flashpoint Thomas Wayne as Batman almost, because
No, Thomas kept that thing on him. No, Bruce doesn't
Yeah,
kill.
that's what I'm saying.
He
I know
still
Bruce
has his
doesn't kill, but
ideals,
what
but it's not as
what I'm
like
saying is like Thomas Wayne in his casinos. Thomas, he used the money from the corrupt casinos to fund whatever he's got going on. Almost is what I'm saying.
kind of like that. Yeah, he made a deal with the devil.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Because it's
follow.
just one of those. It's just not going to work. So, there's that, and then there's the way he got all his knowledge. So instead of him just having the best tutor his money can buy and just being a super genius, what he did was he went to school and he was like a star running back.
Mm-hmm.
He faked an ACL injury, comes back to Gotham, and he gets a job interning in like pretty much every infrastructural part of Gotham. So he knows how the waterways works. He knows how the electric grid works. He knows the infrastructure of Gotham. He interned all over the place to get a closer knowledge of everything.
Right.
So that's how he knows how things work, because he worked in the water department, the garbage, the waste department, stuff like that. So it's like it's very organic how he learned all this. And the last thing, which is the craziest thing, the Joker trained with the League of Shadows.
What?
And he does not, and they call him the Joker because he hates jokes and he never laughs.
That is
Oh,
phenomenal.
Just
that
this
is-
dude in a clean ass suit with a sword.
What?
I like that.
Yep.
I like that.
Oh wow.
So I mean,
Okay.
and he's only referenced one. You see him once. He's only referenced once when they just introduce him. But Alfred was tracking him, and then they called him, whoever his employees were, his superiors
handlers?
were, called him to go to Gotham.
Wow.
So, yeah, like I like all of them. Wonder Woman's good. She's
What's
raised
her-
by Cersei.
Okay.
Raised by
What?
Cersei. Yes.
No way.
She raised by Cersei. The Amazons did something, and you can't even say the name, but she's like still the same. She meets Steve.
Is that
She has
is that the issue where the Steve was a brother or something like that?
No.
Oh.
That's
No.
one.
No.
That's
one.
Earth
And I
One.
just read that one the other day. By the
Oh,
way,
okay.
it came
Hell.
in, and it
Final.
explains more about the whole bondage thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
like some dying to lose
Okay.
some freaky shit. No, it's just
No.
it's
How Amazons do their commitment.
yeah.
But at the same time, the other thing behind it was, come to find out, in there, Diana is the daughter of Hercules.
Mhm.
Her mother intentionally made her, originally out of her anger, made her as a weapon. But, eventually comes to love her like a daughter and puts all the love in, all that good stuff.
Right.
So, originally, Wonder Woman was actually the daughter of a god, not Hercules.
Right.
So, I think it was Hades. Was it Hades originally?
Well,
Either
in
way-
the original, in the original comics, it was Zeus, bro. Like the whole idea
was
was, she was, because remember, she was made out of clay. She was formed out of
Right.
clay, and
Right.
then it kind of got retconned to her being the daughter of Zeus, and then
Yeah.
some people said Hades at one point in time. It was, all that stuff is, everybody changes their shit up
Origin.
all the damn, the origin
Yeah.
story all the time. So,
Yeah.
Cersei. So you said that Cersei was the
Mama.
for
Yeah,
absolute.
she's raising. So Apollo came down and gave Diana to Cersei and said, raise her.
Oh.
Mhm.
And Cersei's like, why?
Oh.
It's like, he's like, don't worry about it. He's like, also, you can't say the word Amazon. So we don't know what the Amazons did
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
to piss Zeus off, but Apollo's like, here's Diana, raise her, teach her everything you know. Don't say Amazon.
Okay.
Of course, she ends up saying it. She ends up meeting Steve, the same thing. Steve ends up
Yeah.
coming to Themyscira,
Mhm.
and she's trying to find a way to send him back,
Right.
and that's like part of her figuring out what it is to be a hero and stuff like that in Amazon, and what that means, it's like sacrifice and everything. And she finds a spell, and it's just like, what's more of a sacrifice than a warrior's dominant arm? So she fucking cuts her arm off.
What?
Yeah, so she
Okay.
has an arm, but it's purely made out of magic, and she has to like concentrate magic to, this is Diana raised by Cersei, so she got them spells.
Right.
All right.
So until then, she has like this pouch of just like this magic pouch of just magic and items and shit. She has this weird old school looking prosthetic arm. So she shows up and she's fighting this beast. I don't know if it's been, because I'm not really too much up on Wonder Woman mythos,
Mhm.
called the Tetracide.
Okay.
It's like this alien that basically it kills you by screaming.
Okay.
And if you're like, someone like Diana or Clark or John would be like, or whatever, but like a human, it kills the fear of death. So it screams. If you hear the scream, if you're like a regular human or a weak-willed creature, you're gonna run into it. You're just gonna run to it. So you're either gonna run into its mouth and get eaten up, or you're gonna be trampled by everybody else trying to get to it.
Right.
So she's talking with Steve and the rest of the U.S. military, and she's trying to figure out a way. All right, how can I stop this? Like, I'm not going to be able to kill this thing before it screams. So she's like, okay, that might work. So she sees like a reporter and a cameraman like on a roof nearby. They're filming this, and she goes over to him and says, hey, I need your help. And she's like, put it on me. And she broadcasts to the entire city, say, hey, I'm Amazon, I'm here to help you. And she explains what the Tetracide is going to do. She's like, if you hear this scream, you're going to run to it and you're going to die. So I'm going to cast this spell for like the next 30 minutes or an hour or so to make you all deaf. Just letting you know, you won't be able to hear anything. Don't freak out. And so she casts a spell to make the entire city deaf, to give her time to fight it so it won't kill everybody.
Right.
It's really good. Like, she didn't have the lasso.
Mm-hmm.
It's red. I can't remember. I can't remember what. I don't think they really. Actually, instead of it, I don't know if it's actually a thing.
Okay.
Like in normal DC, like 52, but instead of it forcing you to be honest, it forces you to acknowledge her strength.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, she fights with this big ass fucking claymore, Or
Fucking
I'm
right.
sorry, it's not even Claymore. It's a fucking Buster Sword. That's literally what that shit is. It's a Buster Sword.
Call it what it is.
Yeah, it's a Buster Sword. Like I like it. I
Okay.
like Superman too.
All
Of
right.
course,
So
y'all saw the image of that.
yeah, but the question is, what did they make? What did they make different? What did they make different? Because I know, I mean, I've heard what you said about Bats and Wonder Woman, but what did they do with
Do
Supes? Because that is the one character like I know little of.
So
Of the absolute version of him, at least.
the Krypton, the same thing with Krypton is the same. It's
Okay.
blown up, all this shit. There's the Krypton is very classist.
Okay.
Oh.
So you got, and it's one of those places where you got to toe the line or you get blackballed. Like Laura, she's like a science prodigy,
Okay.
but she wrote a paper, not asking why aren't we exploring things? This Krypton is not a colonizing planet.
Okay.
No.
So they
They're
just
isolation.
at home,
They're
they're
isolationists.
isolationists.
Okay.
So, and she's like, why aren't we exploring anymore? Blah blah blah, stuff like that. And she got blackballed.
Okay.
So her and Jor are like working class citizens. They got a farm. So it's just them two, Clark, who's like 12 or so. He's not a baby.
Okay.
That's the thing. He's not a baby. It's them two, Clark and Crypto. So
Boy, that sounds like a what if to me.
it's almost like a what if. They kind of tweaked it a bit, but I like it. So so they find out what's actually happening, and Clark doesn't really want to be a scientist. He wants to be a journalist. So like one of the big things he does is he ends up like traveling around the countryside and seeing all this shit dying.
Okay.
And he writes a letter and like a article, whatever, shoots it out within like 20 minutes. The shit's scrubbed and they remote it into his laptop and wiped that shit. But unfortunately, it got sent out anyways. Too many people got it. And so it's spreading. So it turns out the upper classes, they know what's going on, and they've been secretly building ships. And they're just like, all right, so we're going to leave onto a planet that we found that's suitable for us, and we're just going to leave the other people to rot, while they think nothing is the matter. So, and it's kind of weird. They kind of skip back and forth. So they kidnap Jor-El. Of course, as you saw that picture I sent, Laura wears the L suit and fucking runs around with a gun that shoots lava.
Oh.
She got to break her man out. So Laura, she's bad. So I don't know what happens, but they have a ship and they're going to get as many people as possible. And they mention, we got to get some people, blah blah blah. Your little cousin. So. So they're going to be on a ship. So I'm thinking the ship may crash, and Cal and his cousin are going to, crash on Earth or whatever. But we don't know.
Right.
We just know that, he's an adult, but they don't mention he didn't mention anything about it. He's like kind of like a freedom fighter, I guess, kind of. He's helping these miners, right? And they're working for Lazarus.
All right.
Mining diamonds and stuff. So what he does is, if he hears that they can't meet their quota, Superman. It ain't enough for him to just make some diamonds to mine them. So he was mining them and stuff. And then, they're just like, ain't no way y'all did all this shit yourself.
Right.
And they end up finding him. He ends up fighting Lazarus. And so they send in like one of their special agents, but a big platoon of Lazarus agents. The special agent is Lois Lane. So she's not a reporter. So you know how her father was like a big military dude?
Yeah, he was General Lane.
Yeah.
General Lane.
She follows in that. And then they end up fighting, and then they kind of end up leaving together. She ends up like handcuffing herself to him, and of course it's Clark, so the spark is already there. She sees how he's actually helping people, so that's where they're there. So that's kind of where they're at with the story. Now, as far as his powers, I don't know how strong he is in comparison to 52, but I know he's not as strong. He actually has to actively charge.
Okay.
Like
What?
he has to charge. It's almost like it's like a battery. He has to actively like charge sunlight. So it isn't like he's good unless there's something that just drains the sunlight out of him, like him taking a nuke to the face or something.
Right.
It's more of a he kind of has to actively
Absorb.
keep on top of. Yeah, he has to actively absorb sunlight. He has this AI with him called Saul, which is like the family AI program. And that's kind of what his suit is. It's literally that suit that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what it is, except the mask. He hasn't put on the mask yet.
Okay.
Black.
It's
So like
it's
the cape, he fights like Spawn.
Oh.
So like his cape is like this weird energy. It's like living energy, and he fights. I mean, he still uses his fists and stuff. He still has the heat vision, the breath, and all that.
right.
But he fights a lot with the cape too. So like there's a panel where he grabbed like he's punching it. He grabbed like a couple of dudes with the cape, punched him, then grabbed a tank and threw the tank at another tank. With the cape. So it's I'm liking it. My favorite is the Batman one. Because it's such a huge departure. I think.
Right.
But yeah, I'm really liking it. Like I know the first issue of Batman Absolute sold 4 million copies.
I can understand why, because that really does sound. I like everything I've heard so far. Like
it's really good.
I like the spin on each of these characters, and I mean, it's
different.
Yeah, it is expected. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the traditional, characters, but the fact that they're like, hold on, dog, we're gonna switch it up because it's Ultimates is a fantastic idea.
Yep.
Well, we got DC characters. We can do that too. We can make things a little different.
And they did it like how Marvel does the Ultimates. They don't just say, oh, what if, even though I like Last Family of Krypton, it's an amazing story. It's not like, well, what if they survived? It's like some slightly different stuff. Like, what if Cal knew his parents?
Right.
What if Bruce wasn't rich? What if Diana was raised by Cersei? Stuff that could easily have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all right. So how would he get to where they are in 52 from here?
Right.
Bruce can't just fight this shit on his own, so he has to make a deal with the devil. And now he has $200 million that he can invest, to keep more money, and he can use that to fund his war to protect Gotham.
Right.
So.
Proceed to the extraction point.
Because at the end of the day,
Azrael. I'm sorry, Greg.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you good.
No, you good. You good.
To me, it almost they took. It sounds like they did something. Isn't Azrael's background almost the same as that?
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah, something similar. It's very similar.
Yeah, John Paul.
Yeah. Azrael. Yeah.
Because at one point in time, he was supposed to replace him, and a lot of people didn't like that shit.
Oh no, they didn't like that.
Yeah, but I mean, he was a good character. He was a good character.
I liked him. I mean, that man was like, "Oh, I broke you before, man. This ain't the same. This ain't the same Batman."
No, I am not the same dude. Nightfall was a good story, bro. Again, like I've stated before, there are some classics, some bangers.
Oh yeah, now he has a good story. It's just his character and his ideology. This is what makes me annoying, because it's just like, oh, if I kill somebody, then I may not come back. I'm like, bro, you're killing the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he deserves to die. He needs to go. I mean, and then you got people who are just like, oh, well, he's not dead because, it's comics. Like, we understand that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about
they did that in the Titans. He did it in the Titans, the Titans show. And the Titans was a good show, I thought. But
what, he killed the Joker?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Bruce killed the Joker. Like, it's when he... All right, so in the Titans, if you know, because everybody was having a conniption fit about Starfire being black in her hair and all that stuff.
Okay, you're talking about the live action show. Okay.
Yeah,
the live action show. Yeah, the live action show. Bruce actually really does go off and kill the Joker and then takes off for a while.
Okay.
And leaves Gotham in Dick's hands. Well, Gotham goes to shit because Crane and did some crazy crap. I didn't like
Right.
how they did. They kept it all right until Jason does come back as Red Hood, but they kind of messed up the story as to where Crane made him. So the Joker really did go through and kill Jason with a crowbar and every dang thing.
Right.
And then he did get rearrested in Lazarus Pit, but Crane was the one that brought him back in that series.
Okay.
But Bruce did go through and kill the Joker. Like, he broke in there and straight up murderized him. Like,
Well, I
he's
mean,
like, he finally snapped and did it because that was his son. You know, Jason was his son.
Right.
But you know, of course, I'm a fan of Jason Todd anyway. I'm sorry.
I'm
you know,
wait. I'm a fan of anyone who calls Bruce Wayne out on his bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, don't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jensen Ackles and Under the Red Hood. Still. Love that shit.
It was
Love
great.
that shit.
Like,
Yeah.
why did
yeah.
you do it for me? But
Yeah.
why did you let him live? I can forgive you for that, but why did you let him live?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like one of those, you know, I understand these other people. Selena Kyle is a person.
Yeah.
So is Edward. So is
Yep.
Oswald. Joker's like, he's not a person.
No.
He's not a human being. I don't know what he is. He just needs to go.
Point blank.
You know.
Sociopath? No.
No. No.
He's a sociopath. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a incorrect label, but he still needs to go. That's why old boy blew his ass up. Slade.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
He was like, yeah, that's on you, bro. He's like, I hate that shit. That what he did to your boy, that's fucking on you.
Yeah.
It's like, this should have never happened because this motherfucker should have never never lived.
been alive. Yeah. But he's always been unpredictable, though. You know, that's the killer for me. He's always been unpredictable. He's always had chances to kill Batman, but he never took them.
No, well, he's not going to kill Batman because
He's in love with him.
But because that's literally where his fun comes. Do you remember Dark Knight Returns? Batman retired and so did him. He's all right. I'm gonna go and check myself in. Oh,
yeah.
He sees Bruce running around on TV. My nigga.
Oh yeah, it's my time to come out. I told you. I still say Joker's in love with him. Man, that's just what that is. He's in love with him, and because he's in love with the character, I mean, it is what it is. That's
You're
just
truly incorruptible.
Yeah, I mean, he's truly in love with the dude, bro. So
big shout out to Heath Ledger on that one. Oh man.
Oh yeah, you know, I mean, it's a love story, and I mean, the dude's crazy, but it's like you said before. Nah, old boy gotta be put down. I liked how what was that storyline? Injustice.
Oh
man,
yeah.
Look, man, Superman put them hands through his chest, like.
Bruce, speaking of that, there was a you guys might have read it. There was a short story where I don't know why he did it. Batman cussed his ass out at the end of it. Where Batman did something and he ended up somehow, I don't know, he didn't really send Joker to Metropolis, but he kind of did. And Joker is running around doing some shit on Metropolis. He plants bombs all over the place. And Superman just kind of talking to him on the roof, you know, and he's just like, you know, why are you doing this? Blah 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 blah. You know, Joker is just making these jokes, and you know, Clark's kind of just looking at him, like, okay, that wasn't funny. He's just like, this isn't fun if you're not laughing. He's like, well, this isn't fucking funny. You know, he's like, I don't know why you're here. You need to take that shit back to Gotham.
Fucking Gotham.
Right.
And you know, Joker's like, oh, what are you gonna do? Blah blah blah. And as they're talking, you know, Clark isn't really looking at him directly. He's just kind of looking off to the side and stuff like that, as they're just talking. And he's like, blah 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 blah. You know, what are you gonna do about the hidden bombs I've hit all over the place? What are you gonna do about that, Soups? And he's like, you mean these bombs? And Bruce like, huh? He's like, yeah. While we were talking, I was honing in on their frequency. You know, all explosives have a frequency of some type, particularly time bombs or bombs that remote control like the ones you have. And so he's like, all right, here you go. And he just tosses them on him. He's like, what the fuck? And and so he deactivates them, and he's just like, so you let me. He said something, and Clark is like, all right, so you need to leave or I'll kill you. He's like, what? You're a good guy. You have a code. He's like, I don't have a code. Batman has a code. I just don't generally kill people. And then he's like, the problem is, he's like, you're just a guy who he literally takes him to task. And he kind it's kind of like some meta commentary on people who idolize the Joker, and it's completely right. You know, he's like, you're just somebody who wants attention, and if you don't get it, he's like, you throw a tantrum. But in your case, tantrums were, you know, involved the lives of innocents. He's like, that's not going to fly for you. I have no problem killing you. He's like, so I can either kill you right now, or I can carry you and those bombs back to Gotham. What's it going to be? Joker's like, well, shit. I mean, you know.
Well,
I guess I'll go back.
Superman holds back. Superman holds back a lot. People don't seem to realize that.
Yeah, he told Bruce, like, if you ever, it was like Bruce was literally testing him. I can't remember how he got that to work, but it was a test. And Clark's like, I'll kill him. He's like, don't think for. He said, I'm not you. I'll kill him. And if you pull some shit like this again, I will kill you too.
Yeah.
You know, Bruce is just like, man, that motherfucker means that shit.
Yeah. What? 10 toes down, bro.
Yeah, it's like
I think one animated movie, Clark just goes in. It was God dang it, he was going to get this British dude.
It was
All-Star.
All-Star.
It was All-Star. Yeah.
Manchester Black, which is
there it is.
No, it's
Manchester Black?
No, it was Manchester Black, but no, it wasn't. It was
All-Star.
No, it's what's the? Oh God, I'm trying to remember what the story came from.
Hold on.
What's up with Truth or Justice or something like that? And they made an animated movie out of it. Hold on, y'all got me having to look it up beforehand. I'm glad we got computers in front of us to track. Yeah. What's the story with
Superman versus the Elite.
That's it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And,
so, you know, there's that. And supposedly, like I said, if you remember the story, supposedly he got Superman to compromise his morals. And you just see when he pops some vessel in his brain or something.
He burns out a part of his brain that caused old boy to use his powers the way he was supposed to use his powers. Yeah. And
like he intensified his heat vision literally to not have beams, but he just laser scalped him through the eyes. I'm like,
right.
Okay.
He essentially gave him a lobotomy.
Yeah. Like he just went nuts. Like he let everybody think he went nuts. This is what happens if I lose people. And he showed the whole world that this is what happens if I were to take on the ideals of Manchester Black. If you really want me to do that, guess what? A lot more people's going to hurt. And if it wasn't for the fact that he had his Superman drones going around helping folks just in case, because Manchester was like, yeah, I got you to compromise your morals and this, you won't come down here to Earth and do all this crap. Guess what?
Yeah, and I mean, I love that story. I love that story, man. And I love the original, the book. It was called what is it called? What's So Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way? I actually read that. I love the fact that I know the characters that they based those characters on. Which, funny enough, you know, DC owns who the characters were based off of, right?
No, I didn't know that.
All the villains that they were based off of were the Authority. Okay, and
which you're going to see in new Superman movie.
Yep, you're going to see the Engineer. Yeah, Yep, you're going to see the Engineer. Yeah. So the idea was it was Superman versus the Authority. What would happen? Because there was this big argument, like you said earlier, like a meta commentary on the whole. Hey, we like the Authority. Superman is outdated. You know what I'm saying? The way he runs, the way he operates. He's an archaic idea. But the Authority, oh man, we love the Authority. And then when you actually sit there and think about it and break it down, this is what Superman did, man. It was a good book. But yeah, you're right. I loved that story, brother. I love that story. And and y'all were right. It is Manchester Black. I was thinking about the brother. The brother was a Coldcast.
Yeah, the one who controlled gravity.
Yeah, which is a busted power.
Unless you're fighting a Kryptonian.
Yeah.
I hit this man with a black hole and he tanked that. I'd be like, you got it, Black. I would have patted Manchester on the back. You got it, bro.
Yeah, this you. Yeah. I'm
good. Set this off into space.
Can't do my God. Nothing from you, man. I can't do nothing for you. So I hit this man with a black hole. That's literally all I can do.
Yeah, and
like,
I mean,
anyone else, it's a wrap. But
But
I'm
Soup,
sorry, Manchester. I'm just gonna turn myself in.
Yeah, I can't even fight him no more. I'm on step away. Well, yeah, because the
shoot.
dude literally said, "Nah, man, he got us dead to rights, like pure and T. Like he was what? You can't breathe in space in a vortex.
No, you can't. And he proved,
No, no, he
it's just,
got sitting up ass, man.
yeah, man,
His
loved it.
lungs go pop,
Lungs go pop.
pop. You, yeah.
So speaking
Superman's
Man,
of,
him
just a
looking
better
crazy.
character.
huh?
He's a better character.
Who, Soup?
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
oh, Bruce is a human. Oh, it makes him cool.
Speaking of, you see, I love it, y'all. We are segueing into everything I wanted to bring up. Superman the movie, man. Did y'all see the trailer?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm
this
I'm
is terrific.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I am legitimately happy that we're having a trailer for a movie and it's colorful and it's pretty and
Not
it's
dark.
bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get mad at that. I mean, we got Mr. Terrific. Guy Gardner looks like a straight asshole, which is what I'm happy about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he gave us everything that we need in the trailer, man. So like,
Speaking
yo.
of Guns Universe,
Mhm.
since we're on that,
Right.
again, you and I, Rio, we talked about this. The Creature Commandos. I don't know, T. I don't know if you've seen it yet. I don't
Yes,
know
I
if you've been
have.
on it, but okay, good. Again, I love the Creature Commandos. I loved it. I love how they tied in the Suicide Squad that he did, and everything is canon current.
Currently.
Again, I'm enjoying that. So I'm interested in seeing what the future for James Gunn's DCU is going to be. So
Long as they, you know, let him do his thing and don't meddle, he should be okay.
Yeah. I
I
think
mean,
I like the Creature Commandos. I've only watched the first 3 episodes. I haven't watched episode 4. Wait, is 4 the one with when we get the origin story for the Weasel?
You are
I
here to
don't
find
know,
your
but I was
target
about to
and
just
bring
bring
them to
that
the
up. So
Yeah,
extraction
yeah,
point.
because I
he's so
watched up to that.
misunderstood.
He is, and I mean they did a good job with the character, and I liked how he's not a complete psychopath, unfortunately. Which is
Found the
great.
target.
I just
Capture
found
them
it
quickly
funny
before they escape.
at how well written. But again, this is James Gunn and animals. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but his track record with humanoid animals has been immaculate. you know, still say
Yeah.
the Guardians films,
Track them
all
down.
3 Guardians films have became one of my favorite trilogies in the Marvel universe in the MCU. Especially learning that Rocket was the main character, and when you break it down, he really was.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, old boy played his ass off as the High Evolutionary,
Captive is safely in our
Oh.
Oh
hands.
my god.
Congratulations,
Like-
Bruh.
Oh my god.
best,
Are
be,
heading to your
Best villain in the
since
MCU.
Ever.
top 3 comic book villains in my opinion.
Absolutely agree.
Keith's Joker.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? What's his last name? Played Thanos.
Brolin.
Brolin.
Brolin's Thanos, and
Mhm.
I can't pronounce his name. Old boy's high evolutionary.
Yeah.
The reason I liked his high version, just him as a villain, was it was one of the few times where it's kind of like in Thanos with Thanos and Joker's a little bit different. Kind of had to because you introduced the character where a pre-established villain, you weren't told about what he did. You saw it. So, oh, this guy's evil. Like Kang. Kang is evil. He's done all this evil stuff. Oh, okay, I guess he's evil. You see what high evil. You see.
You saw what he did.
You see
yeah.
You see his monstrous actions.
I want to
You know.
piggyback. I want to piggyback on what you just said. The reason why I agree with that wholeheartedly is because out of all the people you just described, irredeemable. They are a villain. It should be irredeemable. Now, don't get me wrong. Like example, I love Killmonger. I love Black Panther 1. Absolutely loved it.
Yep.
But Killmonger, in a weird way, especially in Black Panther 2, the second one, Wakanda Forever, they redeemed him in a weird way.
he's a redeemable character because
Yeah,
it says he was a
He
product
makes sense.
of
yeah. He was a product
what
of his environment.
what he dealt with. The thing is, you can't. It's not that they're unredeemable. You can't reason with them. You can't reason with the Joker because it's like
No.
you can't reason with me.
No,
You can't reason with Thanos because his whole mission was based off of something that he's seen happen.
yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
I try to
Yeah.
tell these people if we do a random lottery and kill half the planet, we'll be okay. And they didn't listen to him.
no.
Right.
And what happened? Titan died.
Right.
And so he sees that as that's all the confirmation he needs. And then he did that with Gamora's planet.
Mhm.
Killed half of the people. And he's like, I can go to that planet now. Ain't no kids.
No hunger. No,
No
kid
hunger.
going to sleep. Yeah,
Yep.
no kids
No
going
kids
to
are going to sleep with kids going to sleep with full bellies. They're happy, peace, blah blah blah. And it's just like you can't reason with him. Like
No.
there's no no because I've seen evidence that supports my theory.
Right.
With the High Evolutionary. And I don't think with him, he's just so
Bruh.
I don't want to say far gone.
Bruh. My thing is, the easiest way for them to make it work the way they made it work, in all honesty, is they killed an animal on screen. And you
Yep.
really want to get to a human being?
Yeah.
I don't care who you
Yeah.
are. You kill an
Yeah.
animal
They
on
kill animal
screen,
on screen.
Yeah.
and then you're automatically like, this person is detestable.
Needs to
You can
die.
kill him. You can
And
kill
this
him.
man immediately, what does he do? He justifies it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely, he just justifies it. It's just like he's an animal. What is the rights of this creature, or any other creature other than myself, and when weighed against me creating the perfect society,
Perfect
the perfect
society.
Facts.
Right.
like that one planet that he just boomed.
Yeah.
It's like-
And,
Oh,
and
It's like, it sucks, but that's
and
high
then-
evolutionary. man.
Oh my God. Yeah, because they were in the 80s, weren't they? That was the 80s for their planet. Oh, you
Yeah.
got octopods selling drugs, cephalopods selling drugs around the corner, and he don't want to hear it. You know what? Fuck this planet. I would go somewhere else.
exactly.
Boom.
And boom, blew it up. And I mean, again,
Did it-
it's fantastic. It was fantastic how the character was, and a lot of people sleep on that character. And like, man, Guardians 3 was fantastic. Guardians 3 was way better. I mean, in retrospect, it's way better. But again, like you guys were saying, you got an irredeemable villain. He's a great villain, and you rooted on the Guardians to whoop his ass. It wasn't oh man, we hope something is going to happen. No, you wanted him to die. So
Oh yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
so
Oh yeah. I loved it when Rocket ripped his face off.
yeah. He
Like,
ripped his
seriously.
face off. It's like, yep.
Yep. I said,
So-
fuck this.
I mean, but
I mean,
again,
I'm not gonna.
go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Again, we know the whole trilogy was about Rocket, and I'm not gonna lie. It reminded me of Rocket. In Guardians 2, almost reminded me of who the villain was. Kurt Russell.
Ego.
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 His
Guardians
dad.
2. Yeah.
What you call his dad, and you see Rocket being untrusting and whatnot, and him and Yondu coming together. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping Ego would get his ass whooped. I'm sorry. It's just one of them things of you find out that he went to multiple planets, impregnated all these women, killed them off so the kid basically they killed off all the mothers so the kids would come find him, or had Yondu take the kids to him. I wanted Ego to die. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean-
I wanted him to die.
None of the scanners
Eh,
have detected you.
Father, son, or nothing, but I wanted him to die. They've retconned Star-Lord's background numerous times, but that's beside
Yeah.
the point.
Yeah. Well,
But
and I
this
mean,
one-
especially in the movies.
Yeah, especially in the movie. But I needed Ego to die, and he's right there with the High Evolution for me. You don't treat a character like that. You don't treat somebody like that and just not expect to go unpunished.
Yeah.
So, especially when it came to Rocket being a brilliant mind that Rocket was, he solved the problem for the High Evolutionary, and the High Evolutionary was like, "How did you figure something out that I
Yeah, that-
couldn't?
that
but I
spiel-
made you.
Yeah, how can you figure this out? And I made you.
I made you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that is, you mean to tell me, again, it's like it's a dynamic of you should be proud of what your creation did. You should be proud of that your child has surpassed you in its own right.
But
you
he
shouldn't.
doesn't. That's part of high evolutionary. He don't view them as
Yeah.
he views them as
He
just
don't- he-
subjects.
Right, as subjects. Right,
Yep.
right.
He's just an
And-
experiment. How are you able to do this when I made you?
I couldn't. I made you. I couldn't figure it out. I should know this. What is in your head to make this figure it out?
Yeah.
And that's why I want to dissect you. Come to me. That's why I want to dissect you.
Yeah, like, oh boy, he acted. He fucking
Yeah,
knocked that roll the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, he was hateable. He was pure hateable. It's not his fault he killed it, but
Yeah, it just.
love it.
I mean, that's what's it. That's why I mean he does such a good job. Like that's his whole point.
Yeah.
Is to make you hate that character.
Stay
Yeah,
focused.
you remember,
yeah.
if you make a good villain, I think a good villain in anything, a memorable villain rather, is you have to make the character irredeemable. That is the only way you're going to have a good villain. Because if you get to the point where you can redeem that character in any way, then no. Like the big boys, like like horror movies, like we have to go. Okay, this guy was just horrible. Everything about
Yeah, he
him
was
was horrible. And they did that. I have faith in James Gunn because of that. Like, if you can write a
Yeah.
good villain like that, I know damn well you can aim the DC universe in a good way and give us something entertaining. Because when you look back on the Guardians trilogy alone, you look back at it was a nice, long, cohesive story that answered every question that we needed. It's up there as one of the best damn trilogies of comic book films, period. And there's no arguing that. It's just that damn good. But it's now that poses the question though: where do you think the DC universe is going to go next? I mean, because we got ideas, with the Creature Commandos and everything else. And we know that there are certain villains, certain directions that they can go. Do you think they're going to go for Darkseid? Do you think that's where they're headed? That's their ultimate goal.
Well done. Now get
I
to
do
the
simply because it's James Gunn, and there's no way in hell he's not going to do a Justice League. This man can't do a solo movie person who save his life. We never get a Justice League cover. My big question is, he can. He just can. I think he actually can. I think if he actually hit an action on a solo movie, he would burst into flames the moment he said an action. I think that That being said, I think we're going to get Darkseid because we're going to get Justice League. My main question is, how will we get Bruce and how will we get Diana? Who's going to play them? How will they be introduced? Because we know we're not seeing Pattinson. Reeves was like, I don't want my Batman anywhere near that nonsense. I don't fucking blame him.
No. That happened.
I don't blame him.
No.
So,
But we gotta get him eventually. My thing
Hold
is
on.
how we're gonna get him.
okay, so this goes into, again, thank you for segueing into the next one. Casting. Thank you, sir. Thank you for reading my mind. Look at that,
Oh, so
reading
we're
my
doing casting.
mind.
Okay.
That's where casting. Since I know we've been on for well over an hour, and we're probably gonna lose people. I think we've had a couple of people, like 3 or 4 people, have been consistently watching back and forth. I've been keeping track.
Yeah. Hey.
I got to go into casting, sir. My co-host. If you were to cast,
you going to go first because I really don't have an answer.
I already got. I got my.
Bruce.
I got.
I haven't
I
thought
got
about
my
Bruce
answer.
and Diana.
I got
really
my
haven't.
answer for, because that's the only 2 we need to cast. Bruce and Diana.
But I've just never.
Bruce and Diana.
Bruce and Diana is
I've
the
never,
question for today.
because up until 2 years ago, we had Gal as Diana of the future.
Mhm.
I need Gal back. I'm sorry.
Really?
I need Gal back.
I don't know. It's like, my thing is, it's like, I would be like Sano here,
Mhm.
and go the same route, but not because, oh man, she's the best cast. I can't really think of anybody outside
no.
of go back in time and get Linda Carter.
Bruh,
Yeah.
don't start,
Linda Carter
because you
looked
know.
exactly like comic
You
book.
love her.
Yes, I do.
She looks exactly like comic book Diana.
Absolutely.
Black hair with blue eyes. And and it's just like, that's why it's so hard for me personally to cast her, because she has such a basic coloring, but it's so unique. You don't see many people with black hair and blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
No.
Yeah.
You just
I
don't.
mean,
Well,
Linda Carter. Remember, Linda Carter was a model. She also
Yeah.
can sing. She can act. She comes from that old Hollywood. She was like a vaudevillian. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why I loved her not only in the role, but you remember my love for Wonder Woman the series because of that damn series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. And I mean, anytime you throw Linda Carter in anything, your boy is gonna be there day one because I love Linda Carter.
And I
But
didn't, not to digress, but I didn't realize OG Wonder Woman, like, people want to complain about, oh, you know, they're trying to push women into us and all that. I'm like, bruh, OG Wonder Woman was flat out saying, fuck men, they're inferior.
yes,
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
I'm like,
Exactly.
whoa. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, like, y'all can
Man's
say
world is
bring comic
bullshit.
back in the day like you want to. Read OG Wonder Woman. That man said, if you have a penis, you're trash and we don't need you.
facts.
Facts. Purity. In the Earth One volume read just now with the Black Trevor, she's pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I need to come to man's world. Sister, why aren't you helping your sisters? You know what? Man's world is crap. Sisters, we need to come back and run this country. Run man's world.
Yeah.
Basically.
Straight
That's what she
up.
said. Like,
And
no,
I'm
I'll
just like,
put you on there.
It's
But,
just like, wow, that's not what I was expecting it to be, but
No, and I mean that's
You
the
know.
whole. But that was the whole point
it
of
was
it.
so popular too.
Yeah,
That shit sold like hotcakes.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
feminism, bro. Feminism's at the time.
Feminism, you know, hey.
Well, but even still, it was very popular with men. That's what's it's just like,
Really?
yes,
do y'all know the
Damn,
story of William
okay.
Moulton?
yes.
You know, yeah, you know he
No,
had a
I'm
wife,
familiar.
he had a mistress, he was big in the BDSM. He was, yeah, man, like there was a there was a movie they made it. Yeah, there was a movie based on that. I think called William. I'm gonna have to look it up. Dominique, if you can, oh shit, T, if you can look that up. It should be it's William Dr. Moulton and the Wonder Women or something like that. And there was a film based off of that. And it's his story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I can
yeah,
hear
a
the
lot of
typing
people
in the
don't realize
background,
this
man.
is the same guy I think who invented the lie detector. Lie detector and a
What?
couple other things. Yeah. Yeah, he was the creator of Wonder Woman,
Do
dude.
you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
Moulton,
woman
he
to
was like
come
a
behind you and
psychologist.
peg
He was
you?
a psychologist, yeah.
So,
and,
wait a minute, this dude love to get pegged?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Yeah.
with his wife invented early prototype of the polygraph.
Yeah.
No, I caught the polygraph, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? He in
The
room loving to
domination.
get
I mean, he was more.
dominated and
He was
pegged.
more. Nah, he was more the dominant. You know, in the
Yeah, he's
in
more
the.
the dominant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
but the thing
okay,
is-
I'm just saying.
The thing is, he was also the same guy. He was that same guy. You know, who like in the early comics of Wonder Woman. You know, her weakness was being restrained. There was a lot of
that is
situations.
right.
Yeah. So.
That is right.
Yeah. So like, I mean, come on, dog. Like. Yeah, of course she's a feminine icon for a reason,
No,
a
no,
good
she's a
reason.
feminine icon, yeah.
Yeah, for a good reason.
Well, I mean, that's how she was meant. You know,
Meant to be,
She
yeah.
was
I mean,
completely
yeah.
independent. You know, that's what it was just like. I didn't realize how, because it was just so popular with both men and women. And it's just like, you know, back then. You know, now it would be understandable, you know, because it's how society is. But back then,
Right.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
I
like-
got you.
So that's why I was
she's
always
supposed
a
to be
big fan.
Suprema.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan. So,
Yeah,
but
no, I've always liked Wonder Woman, but
Yeah,
I just
same.
can't. I really couldn't think of
I
anybody.
can't find nobody.
okay,
Unless
so
they get a unknown name actor. Wait a minute. Alexandra Daddario. She has the eyes and she can dye her hair black and it came down to it. But as far as Wonder
let me
Woman,
look.
I think she is. I think she's very close to aging out of what they are looking
Yeah,
for.
she's 38.
Is-
Yeah, Daddario's
is she
38.
really?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
38.
damn.
Yeah, she's
They might have to get a no name.
she's not much younger than us.
Yeah,
Oh well.
So,
you know.
I mean, I love her as an actress. She's a great actress, but at the same time, dog, nah,
Actually,
she.
I have a Bruce Wayne.
Oh, I got a Bruce
Ooh.
Wayne off the top of my head, and I wonder if you and I are going to say the same person. Hold on. I'm going to type it in the chat. I'm going to type it in the chat. And
let me hop out because I'm playing Uno, just to give my mind something to look at. Oh,
okay. I typed my answer in the chat. And
God, let me see what he wrote.
Where?
Okay.
Oh, the
so
chat.
Yeah, the chat on the actual YouTube stream. That's right. Outpost 406.
Wait. Let me pull up the actual YouTube stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That was my answer. Now
wait.
No.
Absolutely.
Yes, but no.
Absolutely.
No.
Given what y'all told me about Absolute, given what y'all told me about Absolute Batman, absolutely.
Wait. You're not Riovane. You're 406.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, you're not wrong, given he fit the absolute background, but dude, he's already played. Well, he's played in the DCU already. But
yeah, I'm aware of that, but so did Jason Momoa.
Rio.
Huh?
Yeah.
We are in accord, my sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. He is the best choice.
Yes.
To play that character.
Absolutely. Because he has the size.
Mm-hmm. He does.
He's Bruce is big. Bruce is a big dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So for the viewers at home who are not in the chat, because of course I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna have to edit all this. Alan Richardson, folks. Alan Richardson should Reacher.
Yes.
Blue Mountain State. With Reacher.
Blue Mountain State.
Dove from
Titans.
Dove.
Also, he was Raphael in Michael Bay
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure
Alan
was.
Richardson, folks. I think is Bruce Wayne.
And if you think back, he was also in Smallville as the Aquaman. If you want to go that far.
Okay. Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me he didn't get his TV show? Because you remember they were going to make a spinoff of Smallville called Mercy Reef.
Really?
Yes.
No, they had somebody different. The dude who played the Green Arrow in Smallville was going to be Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because Richardson was great as Aquaman. I'm sorry, he was fine as Aquaman.
There's another Street Fighter movie?
Yeah.
Nope. We're not doing that.
Is that the one? Is that the legend? Is that the Legend of Chun-Li you talking about, or
no?
The
It's
other
one coming out in 2026.
We don't talk about the Legend of Chun-Li.
Jonathan Majors, Nathan Jones, Winston Duke, Danush Ritson, Wagner Moura. Yeah.
Yo.
What?
You know what? We need to hold that for episode. We're gonna hold that for episode 2.
Yeah.
We gotta hold that for episode 2 because that right there.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
We can do speculation.
Oh.
Well, I know who's playing fucking E Honda.
Obvious.
Obvious. They got Hiroki.
What?
Like an actual
yes.
Hisofuji Hiroki. He's cast, so obviously he's playing E Honda.
Oh yeah.
I better see 50 butt slams.
Oh wow.
This dude keeps doing the same move. Well, that's canon. That's what's happening.
This is canon.
Look, Nathan Jones is Zangief.
Yeah.
Nathan Jones is Zangief.
I'm looking.
Ooh.
Maybe. Winston Duke is Balrog. Jonathan Majors is DJ.
Yeah.
Daniel Day Kim.
What is he gonna play?
Who is he playing?
Brandon Vera.
Okay, who is he playing?
Zachary Montgomery's in this sucker. What?
Yeah.
Who's he playing?
He might play Luke.
Ken?
No.
No, he can play Ken. He can play Ken.
Yeah.
What he needs to play is
play the damn game.
He can play Wolverine. But that's part of the cast. That's part of the cast. We digressing. We're digressing.
We are digressing.
Bruce.
Okay.
All right. So
we'll save it was
later. Just Bruce Wayne.
We've 2/3 have agreed on Rich. That's just when they hit him. Rich.
Richard is perfect. He is perfect. Perfect.
You know what? I don't know right now because I don't know who else could be Batman. I'm sorry. You gotta understand. We're all from the '80s. My Batman will always be,
Michael Keaton
himself.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton himself, and I can't help that. And I like Christian Bale's Batman, but I don't need him to come back. honestly, Batfleck wasn't too bad.
I thought Batfleck was fine. Yeah.
I've liked
it wasn't too bad.
I've liked every Batman except for Val Kilmer.
What?
You know what? Whoa, ho.
I didn't like Val Kilmer for some reason. He wasn't bad, but he just just everybody else. Cause like Clooney nailed Bruce Wayne. Utterly fucking nailed Bruce.
Pure
Wayne.
and T. Yes, Pure and T.
But Kilmer was the one that I really didn't care much. So I really liked your boy Bale. I like Bale.
Okay. Oh yeah, Bale. Yeah, Bale.
But I'm like you. He don't need to come back.
No, he don't need to come back.
There's you've done. You put in your time.
You're done.
I like Batfleck. But the problem with him is he only really fits in
the Snyderverse.
That Snyderverse.
Yeah. He
really fits. He was like he has one of the coldest scenes in that entire movie where he's walking.
Oh yeah.
He's walking towards the shit going down, and you see everybody else running in the other direction. He's walking towards. I'm like, that's cold. That's a cold shot.
Yeah.
I love Pattinson. I like him as because now he's Bruce, where it's nothing but just anger. Yeah. And he hasn't really learned how to. You got to be Bruce. You can't just be Batman. It ain't just about you beating people. You gotta help him on both sides. So I'm looking forward to see how he becomes Playboy Bruce Wayne. I think he can pull it off because of Cosmopolis. If y'all seen that movie, that's what sold me on him as Batman. I'm like, if he can channel this and into Bruce Wayne, he'll be all right.
The movie, what is it? Oh shit, what is it? In Time? Get Time? Good Time. Sorry, Good Time.
Yeah, Good Times
was the one that. Yeah, Good Time was the one that sold me on him being Batman. Like I saw him act. I was like, yeah, if you can be that totally unhinged, you can play Batman, bro. And it showed me that he can, like, Robert Pattinson can act his ass off too.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like, I'm so glad because I watched that movie because when he got cast, I was like, Twilight dude, Cedric Diggory. Yeah. I'm like, Cedric Diggory.
Cedric Diggory.
He got pieced out by Voldemort. How he gonna take off?
Shit.
Zatanna gonna piece his ass
Sparkly
up.
Vampire?
Oh, Sparkly Vampire.
Sparkly Batman.
Zatanna hide behind a building and hit this motherfucker with an Avada Kedavra. He's done. He can't dodge it. He can't handle it. I've seen it. I've seen it in another universe. He's free. He's free to the shit. So.
But Patterson was a surprise. I'm not gonna.
I started watching his movies to see. I was like, because I looked up good movies because I watched that. I watched Lighthouse, which is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched Good Times, Cosmopolis, Lighthouse. I'm just like, all right. I was like,
He has another movie coming out called Mickey 17.
Yep.
Yeah. Done by the same. What is it? Bong Joon-ho, I think, the same guy who did Parasite.
Yep.
Yeah. And that just shows me that Patterson now officially has range for me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, I can get behind that. And Mickey 17 looks pretty entertaining to me, so I'll probably watch that. But again, regarding the Batman situation, I don't have anybody right now. Nobody really stands out. And you're right, Richardson is a point. He's big enough. He's bulky enough. Reacher got him in that shape. And the more I think about it, the more I can get on board. But, I don't know if they'll pull him in because he's already been, in the DC universe. So
that right there, that at this point is irrelevant because if you drop a truckload of money in front of any of these guys, they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And plus, we're also talking about the same universe that just casted Jason Momoa as Lobo.
Yes, Lobo.
And he starred in two films.
He said he was gonna come back anyway. He's gonna come back as Lobo anyway.
Like Lobo fits him to a T. Like
it was a character he always wanted to play.
And
it's one of those. It's going to be a good performance because he's going to have so much fun playing it.
Exactly.
He's going to have so much fun playing this role.
To me, it's the equivalent of Ryan Reynolds and playing Deadpool because it's the character that.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, somebody brought up a good point. When Deadpool first came out, he's like, I was today years old when I realized that Ryan Reynolds has been playing Van Wilder for 20 plus years.
Exactly.
Every character he's ever played has been Van Wilder.
Yeah.
Everyone. When you think about
Yeah.
Deadpool, he's fucking Van Wilder with swords and healing ability.
Yeah. Yeah. Always talking fast, talking quick. Take notes.
Van Wilder.
Yeah, I remember when he was Wade in, was it X-Men Origins?
Mm-hmm.
It's
we're
one of those.
not talking
I'm
about
like,
that movie.
there is no one else that can play this character.
Yeah,
No.
there really
No one.
wasn't.
If
No.
if you know something was to happen to him, then y'all just wouldn't cast. You just be CGI. Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
You just be CGI.
Now, wait a minute. There's somebody that can play it now. The kid that he played in Adam 6, his Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now that kid right there, who played Adam 6, also played Percy Jackson. He's on.
Okay.
point.
Oh,
I'm
Percy?
sorry. That kid, yeah,
Okay.
Percy. The kid who played Percy Jackson. He played him. He played the younger version of himself in Adam 6, or was it Project? I'm sorry,
Project
Adam. I'm sorry.
Project Adam.
Yeah,
That's
Project
what it
Adam.
was. I'm sorry. I put Underground 6 and Project Adam together. Underground 6 was another Ryan Reynolds movie that I enjoyed.
See, here's what I think about. Now I think about it. Wow, he's 32. I didn't realize he was that old.
Who?
Logan Lerman.
No, not Logan Lerman. Logan Lerman was not.
Is that
He was,
Percy
in the
Jackson?
he was in the original Percy Jackson. The Percy
He was in
Jackson
the original.
TV series.
Jackson
He's
on
talking about.
TV series.
Look
Oh,
up.
They're
Look
close to
up.
the books.
Look up
Look
Project Adam.
I didn't know anything about the TV series. I just
Alright.
knew about, Percy Jackson, Lightning Thief, and
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Those are, I like those movies because they was the first adaptation of the book, but these the series, Percy Jackson the series, is way closer to the books than it was the actual movies. So Rick Riordan-
Walker's Scobell.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think he was in
yeah.
Project. He was in Project Adam.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was the
Oh,
young
okay.
version of. He was the youngest version of.
He's 16 and looks 20. What the fuck?
Yeah,
He
but
looks
he
way
did
older
a
than
great.
16.
He did a great version. If you watch the movie, he did a great version, the younger version of Ryan Reynolds, and they banter back and forth like he's actually him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean,
And
hell,
it
he even
wasn't-
says that he watched Deadpool over and over.
Yeah.
To get it.
This is how he's able to
Yeah.
mimic him. Looking at
That's
this kid, this man got Wally West stamped all over his forehead.
Woo!
Y'all need to
Did
go
you
ahead
say
and
Wally
just
West?
yeah, Wally
Did you say
motherfucking
Wally
West.
West?
This dude got Wally West stamped on his forehead.
No.
Bam, speedster. Check it off for me. Wally West. Wally West.
He's recruiting people already. Okay.
I can't lie. Literally, it's just Wally West. I just picture this motherfucker in yellow. Wally West. It's Wally West. There you go.
Well, maybe they'll make it happen, but he's got to he's got to come from Disney though. DC and Disney, WB, whoever owns DC got to talk with Disney to get the kid. So-
Get this kid.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
he was actually in Deadpool.
What?
Yeah,
Where?
he was a voice. The scene was deleted. It's uncredited. I'm looking at his filmography on Wikipedia right now. Yeah.
Boo.
All I know is Wally.
That's Wally West.
Yes, sir. He's 16, so perfect.
Perfect
chance.
age.
Yep. So all right. So we need to get back on track.
All right.
Yeah.
So
We need a Bruce from you, Sano. We need a Bruce.
we need a Bruce from you.
Damn. Actors that can be Bruce Wayne. Let me just look at
Cause you remember, it ain't just Bruce. It's Batman. I mean, you can kind of do everybody for Batman, really.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, let me just look. 'Cause
I mean, if you can't think of nobody, you can pass. Cause I was just gonna be like, I was just gonna pass.
and then
I might have
can
to
definitely
pass on Diana.
there. Wait a
I might
minute,
have to
wait a
pass on
minute.
Diana because I can't think of nobody.
Wait a minute. No, not Fassbender.
when-
I don't fit. No, not Fassbender. Ooh, Joel Kinnaman.
Wow. What? No.
He's too goofy to be Bruce Wayne.
he's
don't know,
old.
man.
Yeah,
Bruh.
he is old.
He's old.
I mean, Richard is 43.
but Richardson look.
True.
Yeah, but okay. So Joel Kinnaman, he's played a lot of. He can't do it because he was Rick Flag.
In a different universe. Oh yeah, you're
No,
right.
same
Son of a
universe.
bitch.
Yeah.
Can't do it. He was Rick Flag.
He can just ignore it. But it's Rick Flag. Oh, it was Bruce Wayne all along.
That would be funny as
tough-
hell.
Yeah, he can
ooh.
pull off Bruce Wayne. I think he could.
What about Scott Eastwood?
Well, now you're talking. No, okay. Now you're talking some
Scott
some
Eastwood,
language.
huh?
Scott Eastwood.
I don't hate it.
No, neither do
I
I.
don't hate it. I still wouldn't put him over Richard because Richard is just he's the Bruce Wayne, just a motherfucker, just a big ass dude. Scott Richard can do it. But I mean, looking at Scott, he could be your boy Hal. He can be Hal. I've had issues trying to cast Hal Jordan.
Okay.
Like, I just draw blanks for some reason.
Okay.
Well, you know who's playing Hal Jordan, right?
Who?
Old boy from Friday Night Lights, who played in that TV show where he
The
got
coach?
the newspaper. Yes.
What?
Look up the
Okay.
look up the Lantern movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle Chandler.
Yes.
You said Friday Night Lights. I'm like, surely he's not talking. And then you said early edition. I'm like, Kyle Chandler.
Yeah. Early edition. Yep.
Kyle Chandler.
Yes. Because the idea
This man is
is
60 years old.
they're making.
You sure he's
a-
not playing Alan Scott?
Ooh.
Old
That
ass.
would-
This man is 59, bro.
Bruh, so you remember how we were talking about the Green Lantern movie and they were playing Jon Stewart, you know?
Yeah.
And what was old boy from Rebel Ridge?
Yes, that's
yeah.
Jon Stewart.
That's Jon Stewart. So
Yes,
the
sir.
idea was it was supposed to be a movie where they both were, what do you call that shit? Like a buddy cop type thing where, you know, training day, essentially in space. That was the idea.
Oh,
So-
where Hal was supposed to be older.
Yeah, Hal's older and he's training old boy. So
Okay, okay, I can understand. I'm just like, this man is 60. Cause like, this man has to be over 50.
yeah,
Because he was, you know, Friday Night Lights in early edition was like a late 90s show.
yeah, that shit was old. I mean, that was when we were younger. When we were young. Anyway, but no. So that's the idea behind, you know, these characters. So
Okay.
yeah, but
I can understand that.
yeah, but you know,
But
that's
I mean,
a whole. That was a whole nother question for a later podcast.
I don't
about
like
that.
it though, because it kind of locks him out of. Like, I would want a younger Hal because I want to see Parallax done right. Because you know, other Green Lantern movie, you know, this motherfucker was turned into like a.
You mean the Green Lantern movie with starring Taika Waititi? Yeah. You mean the Green Lantern movie that starred Taika Waititi? And, you know, and then there was Hector Hammond, old egghead himself.
That Green Lantern movie was just like, man, you took Parallax, made him a sub boss,
I can't get over that shit.
and it's just like it's like y'all got Mark Strong to play Sinestro, and y'all ruined him for this.
I
Which
mean,
I would just be lazy and just recast him as Sinestro.
Ooh.
yeah, I mean, they could. Hey, a redemption arc. Have a
'Cause,
redemption
I mean,
arc.
it's just one of those with the lanterns. Even though I'm not huge on the lanterns, they are integral to some of the best fucking stories I've had the pleasure of reading.
Yeah.
DC and Marvel. Like, as much as I don't think, I mean, I would love to see Darkest Brightest. We're not gonna get that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but the fact is, it exists, you know, and the
Yeah.
possibility will be great. But that's the direction he wants to go. And I mean, I'm again, I got faith in James Gunn right now. Until he does, I mean, shit, he did Crypto. He gave me Crypto. Wasn't the dog I expected as Crypto? It's funny. It's funny because I was thinking about that rewatching the trailer, and I was like, huh, I like the idea of Crypto, and I'm not going to complain. But
Yeah,
I was
it's
expecting,
Crypto.
yeah,
You're
I was
expecting a Labrador.
Thank you.
Yeah, a short-haired dog. Yeah.
A white Labrador.
A
Which
white lab.
Crypto in Absolute is a white Labrador.
Makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was waiting. That's what I was waiting on.
I mean,
But
he's crypto though. Long as you get crypto, because when I saw crypto, I'm like, crypto is going to sell so many tickets because it's fucking crypto.
yeah,
People love animals. People love dogs. Who doesn't?
yeah,
And it's crypto.
yeah. And I mean, I told you when we watched that trailer, at work, and we all sat there and just looked. And I was hype as fuck when I saw crypto. I was like, "Hey,
The whistle.
exactly that
When he
whistle."
whistled, I'm
It
like,
was the
yep, here
whistle.
comes Crystal. Here comes crypto.
Here you go.
Yeah. So
Home. Okay,
Yeah, home.
just trotting along. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
people
boss,
can't sit
gotcha.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is no one should be complaining because it's fucking crypto, bro.
it's crypto.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with that. But come on, gentlemen. Can't
Wait,
think of
on him?
nobody else.
So you said Scott Eastwood for Bruce,
I
right?
said Scott Eastwood.
I Scott
like
could
that.
play it. Scott could play a lot of things. I could see him playing Bruce. I could see him playing because even though he will never be as cool as his old man, he just can't. But he has part of the the Eastwood coolness. He can play Hal. He could play a lot of characters. DC and Marvel. He could play Cyclops.
Sure
He
enough,
could change
damn.
Eastwood to Summers, and I wouldn't be mad at it.
No.
Nah, not least.
I'm cool. I'm cool with Scott Eastwood.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Cal Chandler is Hal though. I don't know about that. He's just not that he couldn't play it, but his age, it locks him out. Okay, you want to make Hal an older guy teaching so and so. What about Parallax? What about all the cool stories? Are you saying that fuck Star Sapphire? Because she would be cool to cast.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who would play that? Yeah.
If she, ideal, I would say Beckinsale.
Oh yeah.
What? Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, that was a wet in a good direction, but still.
I would say Beckinsale.
Yeah.
You might as well, since Hal's gonna be fucking 60.
Yeah.
Just make it to where oh, did you ever get married? Yo, yeah, my wife, she's off doing some other stuff.
Yeah,
She's Star Sapphire. Just do that.
Ooh.
But I don't know about Diana.
I put in a little search. They said, let's see, 10 actors who could play. He actually said Alexander Daddario was on that list. So hey, good guess for me. Let's see.
I'm trying. Wait.
Anna de Armas?
Yeah, her. She's
I
on the
have
list.
one.
Okay.
Go for it.
Because I was looking and I forgot about her. Joanna Fieldu.
Who the fuck is that?
What? She's a Grease actress. She was in Homeland. A couple other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I remember she was like a random operative in Homeland. Because I'm looking, and I remember her from that show. She hasn't been in much. She's a younger actress. She's like 30 something.
Okay.
Let me put it in the. I think that's how you say it. Yep. I'll put it in the
Okay, so I'll look her up.
the chat. Yeah.
Joanna Fieldu. Okay. And you think she can play Diana?
I mean, yeah.
Technically, she's Greece, so.
She's
She has
Grecian?
the coloring. Yeah, she's from Greece.
Okay. That does make me go, okay.
Just put her in the gym. Get a little bit of muscle.
Hey,
Yeah.
look,
good.
I'm gonna say it like
And she's
I
tall,
said
too.
it before.
She's like 5'10", 5'11", or some shit like that. She's tall.
I'm not gonna hate on any actor and actress when it comes to gym work, especially after seeing old Camille Nanjiani
Ooh.
That transformation, bro. You know, he was like, bruh, look at me as Kingo. Like, I'm a prove a point. I'm here to prove some shit. And your boy did that shit, bro. So I got mad respect for him.
Extraction is ready.
Yeah, that's my thing for. Cause I'm literally just typed in who'd you cast as Wonder Woman. The first one was her, and I'm like, oh, that's old girl from Homeland, that operative that just went off the rails and like, I'm just gonna just kill people.
Like, I'm gonna look her up. Joanna Field, dude.
Yeah, I just looked her up, and yeah, if she gets in the gym, I mean, yeah, she has the potential to put on muscle, put on the weight. Yeah, she can work
Yeah.
it out. I think, yeah. I mean, that's the same thing. Who's the actress that played Jessica Jones? Kristen Ritter. You know how skinny she was. She
Yeah,
packed on that muscle.
that was my
and weight.
crush. That was my like celebrity crush at one point in time. Kristen Ritter. And I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
she can play it. I think she can pull it off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, she can pull
looking
it
at
off.
this Reddit thing, and I see who is this? Marie. That's a Greek ass name. Marie Avgeropoulos.
Oh yeah.
You said a Greek ass name. There you go.
That is a
Okay.
very Greek name.
That man said I'm Grecian as hell.
She's only 5'5", but yeah, they
I mean,
they made
heels.
Robert Downey Jr. not look like a midget standing by Chris Evans or Chris Hemsworth, so you good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wait. Was she? Yeah. She was in she's in Percy Jackson. The second one.
The second one as
Yeah.
what?
Oddly enough, Aphrodite girl. Oddly enough, she voiced Silver Swan in the Wonder Woman movie.
Oh, wow.
Bloodlines.
Really?
Yeah.
And I like that movie. Huh. Why is it that the animated DC universe is so much better than the live action right
because
now?
them
That's all I'm
jokers, because they paid no expense.
They
They
pay
knew
no
what they-
expense, and then they have the money, and then you also got to realize there's no limitations. Like, you don't have to find
true.
an actor. You don't have to worry about contracts or them aging out. You just animate that shit.
saying. Well, okay, there you go. Animation is key.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Oh, always.
Damn. Who they put in? Now, would you be mad if Nubia showed up? Just saying.
Who?
No,
Nubia.
no, absolutely not.
All right, there we go.
I would not be mad if Nubia showed up. I wouldn't be mad if what is it? Calzad? You know what I'm saying? What's old boy? Was it Calzad? The Black Superman.
Yeah.
Valzad?
Yeah, Valzad. Yeah.
Okay. Nubia is T to remind you. Nubia is the Black Wonder Woman. So,
Bro, that's Jade Cargill all day. I love Jade Cargill. That's Jade Cargill, y'all.
Oh yeah, Jade. Yeah.
That's Jade Cargill.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. I mean, if she does the transition to acting, you are, yeah.
Yeah, that's Jade Cargill, dog. All day, bro.
And we'll have to talk about wrestling on another day because you know I've been watching that with my kid as of lately. She is a big fan.
Oh yeah, big fan of Jade. Yeah.
Well, not just that, she's a big fan of OTC, the original Tribal Chief Roman
My
Reigns.
shit just died.
Well, I mean, now he's actually he went through what his cousin went through. He organically became a heel.
Yeah.
Because The Rock was pushed and pushed and pushed, and we don't like this shit. You just got screwed over, and you're still smiling and happy. That's unrealistic. Once he stopped the push, and he just became when he became the tribal chief, I was like, that's it. And now look at him, he's super over. Even when he's a villain, he's super over because it's fucking organic, and it's like, this is like real. Even though it's fake, obviously, but it's not. We're not forced. It's like this is shit that just organically happened. Fucking tribal chief, I love that shit, and I don't really keep up with wrestling like that. Well, not now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's different in the attitude area. So yeah.
I mean, I keep up with it, as in, just like the bigger major storylines, who have the belts, stuff like that. But I don't. I haven't actually sat down and watched a Raw or a SmackDown since like 2011 when Edge was literally carrying SmackDown.
Wow.
That man straight up carried that show.
Wow.
He was. Edge was carrying the fuck out that show.
You're not wrong,
Just
but
like,
that's so long ago.
SmackDown has Edge and no one else.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you 110%. Like I said, I popped back in because of my daughter, and the whole thing happened up, and we were just like, oh, okay. All right, okay. I see, because, it's Rikishi's kids, and the Anoa'i family line just running amok in that mud. So, right now his son, Solo, is just being a damn heel like a motherfucker. So, did we lose everybody? Oh dear.
Man, I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Dom, you there?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. So my bad. I'm sorry, everybody, if you hear me drop random means. I know these guys are personal life, so you hear me dropping. So we can edit that out. Yeah, edit a few things out. So, but Mr. Riovane, where'd you go, man? Oh, there.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Did his batteries die? Yeah.
I think he might have said something about that.
Ain't no way. How you gonna let the batteries die, bro?
So my headset randomly died.
Oh, I had my shit
I
charged.
I was looking at it, and it's like it just randomly up and died. Like I was talking, and then all of a sudden, boom, and after I said Jay Cargill, my shit died on me. And I was like, okay, this is weird.
Guess the name is taboo.
Hold on for a second.
Uh-oh.
Wait. So, wow, now the sound is coming through the dam. Okay. Now I can hear you guys better. It was coming through the TV and everything else. I had to hook this thing back up, and I was like, why is my shit not charging? And what in the world? Like, yeah, that was weird, bro. So, I mean, I wouldn't have expected that. I was expecting this Elite to have a hell of a lot better battery life, not just die. Like, I was sitting up here, I didn't even get a warning. That shit just went boo and just disconnected. And I'm like, okay. So I don't think it died. I don't know what happened. So anyway, yeah, but if, I heard y'all talking. Wait, Dominique there?
I'm here.
T? Okay, good. I'm about to say, like, what the hell? Yeah, I heard about the what you were saying about Roman Reigns and, the whole Anoa'i family and everybody and all them cats. I mean, hey, wrestling, man.
Them up.
Yo, and they doing it big, bro. It's about time. Them Samoan cats getting all the love they deserve. They getting all the love they deserve.
That's an old school wrestling family.
Yeah. Oh,
because Rock
forever.
is. I think Nia or his daughter, she's fourth generation.
Yeah.
That's
but
crazy.
she's a general manager right now in the NXT.
NXT.
Yeah.
So them shit.
Nia Jax's a cousin.
Fourth generation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
they killing it right now, and they deserve to. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Rio that my dad used to be a bouncer at one of the clubs in Pensacola that the Wild Samoans used to go to all the time.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't have been me. I'm like, can you imagine working and you see fucking your boy
Alpha and Sika and all them cats?
No,
what, Haku?
Tonga,
Haku.
Tongalo. Oh God, yeah. But yeah, the Wild Samoans. My dad, look, I told
fucking
you, Rio, they used to mess
watching
with,
Ming walk in that motherfucker. I gotta, damn it, look at that. It's time for my 2-hour break. Hey Ming, hey brother, how long you gonna be here? 3 hours. Time for my 3-hour break.
Look,
I'm
my
not
dad
trying
told me
to
they
hit
came
this
up.
man.
My dad told me they came up to him all the time and said, "Hey, little guy, how you doing?"
What you gonna do?
Keep in mind.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Get mad? Swing?
My dad didn't get mad. My dad's taller than me. He's 6'2". So, you were 6'2". They call him a little guy. Come on.
No, that's what I'm saying. What was his options were to swing and regret it?
Yeah.
No, he was bouncing.
Just
he
don't.
wasn't gonna bounce them out.
Just
He wasn't gonna bounce
man,
them out.
like I've watched a lot of shoot interviews.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to those old dudes talk about Ming.
Oh
like
my goodness.
toughest motherfucker they've ever seen. One even close.
Yeah. It was Ming, John Tenta, all these old school cats, and they were
All
like,
the old school cats was super tough.
yeah.
Without a doubt.
And it was
So-
Ric Flair was just like, we could just start shit, and we know
Yeah, for real.
that Ming was gonna like clear out everybody. We could just start shit. It could be, we could be at fault. He covered for us.
Yep.
It's like-
Facts.
that's y'all ain't shit. But I do that shit too. I start shit and immediately run to Ming.
bunch of wrestlers acting like a bunch of 3-year-olds. You remember how kids do that shit? They'll do some shit, then be like, "Mama, Mama, such and such acting up again." Okay, let me go get my belt. And literally, Ming is daddy. What a whole situation.
These Marines talking trash to us. Hold on, let me get my hand ready for that death grip. Let me get that death grip ready.
Old Tongan death grip. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Goodness.
But nah, I'm glad a lot of these cats are getting the love they deserve, and hopefully they'll get more of it. But wrestling is one of them subjects. I keep up with it, but I don't keep up with it. If you get my drift.
Yeah.
Like,
I got
yeah.
you. Same. Which we'll talk about that a little bit later. We're off topic in regards, but let's bring it back into the Guns DCU.
Mhm.
So again, we have our candidates for the Batman and for the Wonder Woman, which is a tough subject, which we can pass on. And that takes the big three.
Mhm.
Okay. My question is, if they bring in Flash, who we going with Flash?
Well, for Flash,
You could go, like I said.
I'm bringing
Outpost.
back Grant.
Look, I would love that, but DC is just bound and determined to keep those universes separate. It's just like, look, all you got to do is just... Actually, you ain't got to do that. All James got to do is, all right, so we just want Grant Gustin as Flash. It's an easy cast. It works.
Mhm.
It works, and you can just... I mean, if they want to do some weird Elseworld shit, they can, or they can just be like, they can just ignore it and hand wave it away and just bring him and old girl who plays Iris over.
There you go.
Because I have no problem seeing her on screen and doing anything.
Yeah.
I feel you. I regardless of what you say, gentlemen, John Wesley Shipp will always be my Flash. Grant Gustin is a close second. But you got to remember, I grew up on John Wesley Shipp, good sir. I grew up on that old TV show. Loved that shit.
Yeah.
Loved
Yeah.
it. Loved it. That theme song, sir.
He's just
I like that was one of my favorite parts when they introduced him as
Jay Garrett.
Jay Garrett.
Yeah, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, that's the old dude who played the old '90s Flash.
He played Flash, and then they brought him back as the actual Flash and killed him off.
Yeah,
But
OG Flash.
That's neither here nor there. We'll bring that. But
Yeah.
yes, I do remember the old school Flash with him.
Yeah.
Young enough just to remember that enough. So,
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
I could see Scott. I would put Scott as Barry.
Ooh.
I could
Scott
see
Eastwood
that.
as Barry.
Ooh.
I could see that.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, like Scott. Like if I didn't think of Alan for Bruce, I would have Scott as Bruce. Like Scott has such a neutral look that he could play. I could see him playing a lot of characters, a lot of the major characters in DC and Marvel.
I can see that.
I mean, but if I had to go with just who I would want, I would say Grant. Grant Gustin.
Thank you.
I would say Grant Gustin, but if they just decided to just ignore him,
I mean, that'd be fine.
then
but
I would understand. I would be
Flash.
fine with Scott, but like I would have to go with
Extraction is ready.
I need a good Flash.
them. And then so, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put Scott as Hal. So
Objective clear. Let's
I'm sorry. I can't see Hal Jordan getting a
That's fine.
newspaper. Oh
That's
shit,
fine.
Parallax is about to attack Oa.
Well, that's tomorrow,
I
Hal.
know. Well,
That's
it's like,
tomorrow.
I know. That gives me plenty of time to charge my battery. Plenty of time to charge my ring.
Goddamn early edition. That is how I remember Kyle Chandler. Early edition, that TV
Yeah, you
show.
said what you call him. I'm like, when you said Friday Night Lights, I'm like, I'm thinking, oh, maybe he's talking about one of the high school players that's a little bit older now, and you just like the coach. You said, well, with the newspaper, I'm like, early edition. I'm like, Kyle Chandler.
Oh, Kyle Chandler,
bro.
Oh, Kyle Chandler, dog.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm running through names that could play, and I don't like the first few that they put on the list. Like they said, they had Jensen in there as Hal. I'm like, no.
I mean, if real talk,
I can see him playing Hal.
Real talk, I could see him playing as Hal. I could also see him playing Bruce Wayne. I could see him playing Batman. As funny as it sounds, I could see it.
I mean,
but,
he could play Batman. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I don't know. James Marsden, they got it on the list. James Marsden is Hal Jordan.
He's snooty enough. He's got that. He's got that snooty. I want to talk shit.
I could see Marsden playing. I could see Marsden playing. Hal.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3 on the list for that is John Krasinski.
John Krasinski?
John Krasinski.
Yeah. Who should have been Reed Richards, but we won't talk about
Krasinski.
that. Yeah.
We're not
should have been.
Look,
should have been Reed Richards.
We're not going to talk about that dropped ass ball.
We're not going to touch it.
We're not going to talk about that. That just makes me angry.
That was perfect casting.
I'd rather have not even gotten him at all. Hey, here's Reed Richards. Like, yes, we got Reed. So obviously his real wife, who looks like Sue and loves action movies, is obviously going to be brought on as Sue. This is great. No.
They dropped it.
He dies in the most bullshit way possible. That's the only thing I don't like about that movie. But
his fault.
That's neither here nor there.
Okay, number 4 they got for this, Glenn Powell.
Absolutely, he's the new big thing. He's the new hotness. He's the new hot shit. So yeah, I can actually see.
As Hal.
As Hal.
Yeah,
that's what they got him.
Yeah.
Actors who play Hal Jordan.
His eyes look weird though. But yeah, he can play Hal.
They got it number 5.
His eyes look weird. They're so narrow. Hey, he could play Hal.
Colton Hayes is at number 5 on this list.
Colton Hayes?
He played Red Arrow in the Arrowverse.
No. He could play Bruce.
Who, Colton Hayes?
He looks too. I'm looking at like some of his images. He looks too suave to play Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan needs to look like a regular ass dude.
He's an airplane pilot.
A regular ass dude. This dude actually look. He can pull off. How tall is he?
He can pull off, bro. He can pull off Bruce Wayne.
Somebody put Miles Teller in this crap? What?
And he's 5'9" though.
Bruh, everybody.
Who cares?
Miles. Bruh, you said Miles Teller. Bruh, everybody's trying to make Miles Teller happen. It's kind of like trying to make the word fetch happen. We're not going to make it happen.
Absolutely fucking not. No. It took me a minute. I'm like, Miles Teller. I'm like, and I didn't think that's who it was, and I was like, wait, that's who I was imagining. Fuck no. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not.
Army Hammer.
He can play. Yeah, Army Hammer. Yeah, he can play him.
Army Hammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miles Teller could play Plastic Man. That's the best I can do. Plastic Man. That's the best I can do.
Okay.
Hey, look. There's nothing. Well, no. I'll give him better. I'll give him somebody that. I'll give him Elongated Man. I'll give him Ralph. He can be Ralph.
Ralph Dibby.
I love Ralph Dibby.
Yeah.
All right. So the top 10. All right. Last 2 for that. Here's the top 10. So we made it to number 7. The last 3 are Garrett Hedlund.
Yeah, he was great in Tron Legacy. He was in Tron Legacy. He was great in Tron Legacy.
I like him as an actor.
And this is playing who? Hal Jordan?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm looking at him as when he was in Tron. Yeah, he could play Hal.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize he was that old.
How old is he?
He's 40.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny us calling him old when we're all over 40.
Yeah, it's like he's old, really.
Well,
Yes, he's the same age as
I'm
us.
touching 40. Sir.
You're
I'm
touching 40.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Baby.
remember.
Touching 40.
Yeah, I am old. Anyway, who's the last two?
Ryan Gosling and Matt Damon.
Absolutely not. Neither one of them.
Matt Gosling, both of them maybe. Like Gosling, no, in any situation, because I just can't stand him. I think it has more to do with fucking La La Land, and that's stupid. Fuck that movie.
Barbie. It was Barbie for me. Barbie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damon?
Barbie for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like younger? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now?
Older? No.
No. No.
Bruh.
And plus, if he were to play Hal Jordan, what's the dude? Kevin Smith would have a field day with him if he fucks it up.
Who?
Oh yeah. If he's like he would. Kevin Smith would immediately call Matt. I heard you got cast as Hal. You fucked this shit up. I'm on your ass.
Every
I'm
day.
on your ass.
For the
I
rest
got a podcast.
of your
You
life.
can hear about it every day. Every form of social media, I'm talking about it.
Kyle Chandler though.
Nah. Here's the thing. Every time y'all talk about Ryan Gosling, bro, the first thing I think of is Remember the Titans. I don't care what anybody says. That is how I remember.
God.
I remember him and Remember the Titans. That's who I remember him. That's why, I don't think about him as in the movie. What was it, Drive or whatever it was called?
Baby Driver.
No, he wasn't Baby.
Yeah,
not Baby Driver.
no, that's too bad.
Driver.
No, it's Drive.
The Drive. Yeah, but nah.
You don't remember him in 2049?
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
think of La La Land,
yeah.
Notebook, and 2045.
I always think of him in Remember the Titans.
Yeah,
but I remember him in the other movies. He was great. He was great in a lot of the movies he's been in.
So he's a good actor. I just don't want to see him in any. Wow, he made Eva Mendes in 2022. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I was watching. I actually watched part of The Fall Guy, and I was like, I need to finish it. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. But it was a love letter to stunt performers. I will say that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but they need it. Anywho, no. So out of that list, Scott Eastwood. Scott Eastwood as
I would say Scott Eastwood
as the Flash. Absolutely, I can see that.
I can see him, but I would go Grant just because that's like the safe pick that would really make you it would make you a lot of money.
Yeah,
it would
solidify it.
It would make you a lot of money.
So much.
And then I would just move Scott to Hal, because half those names, no. This motherfucker, Miles fucking Teller, absolutely fucking not. He looks too goofy to play.
Look, it's on the list, bro. Didn't
he play?
I'm sorry.
Didn't he play Reed?
Yes, he was Mr. Fantastic.
There you go. Just let him play the other goofy-looking, stretchy guy, and just keep that shit moving. I give him Ralph Dibny.
Yeah.
I'll give him Ralph Dibny. That's it.
That'd be Ralph.
I like Ralph Dibny. He's an amazing character. I give him Ralph Dibny.
Absolutely.
And all that just reminds me, Sue Dibny, Identity Crisis, movies we will never fucking get.
No.
We will never get that shit.
Absolutely not. No, and I don't care who you are. That shit will never happen. Because Identity Crisis. I love the movie. I mean, I love the book.
It's a
love
great
the story,
book, but that subject matter.
Nope. Shoot, they're like, oh, we're gonna put that. No, you won't. No, y'all won't. Y'all ain't got y'all do not have the balls, the cojones, to do that shit, because that is a whole animal that no one is ready to cross. Like, I'm shocked I haven't seen an animated version of that yet.
They probably have it made, but they're just like,
can we? That's one of those. Can we?
Pull this?
Because pulling the trigger on something like that,
wait,
that's a story.
Candace Patton has a child?
Oh yeah, would make sense.
What lucky motherfucker got her pregnant?
Shit.
I would have changed my name. Hey,
listen.
Hey, Dom, say that's not my name. Here's my new name. First name the man, middle name who, Last name got Candace Patton pregnant. That's me. I'm keeping that shit front and center. Y'all can't
And on
ignore
that,
it.
and on that, and on that note, and that, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in to our initial episode that will be edited, cut up, and put for viewing later on. But thank you guys who did show up for tuning into the stream.
Yep.
Yeah, we are from Riovane. This is the start of something big. Now we just got to keep the consistency going on Sundays. Do the stream, then edit it during the week, and then boom, pop it down. Probably have to change up the game because people watching Warframe are probably like, what in the hell? But yeah, from Riovane, thank you guys for tuning into the Outpost 406 podcast, episode 1. You guys, what y'all want to say to go out? What y'all want to go out on?
Thank everybody for tuning in. He's right, we're going to keep it consistent every Sunday at around 3, 4. A few hours of us just shooting the shit just like this.
Mm-hmm.
And, just hopefully it blows up. If not, that's cool. I still enjoy it.
Yeah, because there's something I'll go back and listen to.
Yeah.
Again, from me, Mr. Sanosuke himself, again, but we're here to talk. That's what it doesn't matter what we're here to talk about. We're gonna avoid politics like the plague and the woke shit. But again, there may be some serious topics pop up. I did mention this to Riovane at some point that there may be, but we're gonna try to keep it light and friendly, and maybe eventually we'll get our ugly mugs on the screen. But as it stands right now,
I'm beautiful, motherfucker.
Yes, you are. You are a pretty motherfucker. You are.
Goddamn right.
You go.
Anyway, but yeah, again, thank you
y'all
guys
for tuning in. Most
thank
definitely.
you guys.
Yep.
All
Thank
right,
you very much.
And we're out, gentlemen. We are